It is a chilly Monday night here in Centerville, Tennessee, but we are warm and cozy within the confines of J.E. Siska Memorial Gymnasium at Hickman County High School. There's no place like home, Ron. It's good to be back to start this home stretch.
It is good to be back, and it's good to be here all week long.
Absolutely. And now Hickman County, the Lady Dogs starting things off tonight against Creekwood, the Lady Red Hawks, and it should be a good matchup. Both teams entering in tonight 6-1. The Hickman County Lady Dogs, of course, head coached by Gavin Gordon. The Lady Red Hawks are coached by Russell Wilson. Now, both teams entering in tonight with a 6-1 record, both stout opponents. Should be a good game tonight.
So it should be a solid game. Creekwood's a solid team. They've got good size. They've got good guards. I've known Russell Wilson for a long time. We used to play basketball back against each other in McEwen's old gym. And he's been at Creekwood for a while. He's a good coach. He's always well prepared. So I expect both teams to come out tonight with a good scouting report, to understand what the other teams are doing, and to put forth a good effort.
And both teams are coming off of a victory. The Hickman County Lady Dogs defeated Ravenwood last Friday, 71-65, and Creekwood's coming off of a big victory over Rossview, 56-22. Now, Ron, let's go back to Friday in Ravenwood when we saw the Lady Dogs take home the victory in overtime. It was stressful, it was hard fought, but they came out with the victory, and it was a game that really could have gone either way. We saw Hickman County control certain parts, Ravenwood controlled certain parts, but Hickman County controlled the overtime period. Now, what do you think contributed to that win last week?
Well, Ava Floyd contributed to that win a whole lot last week. When you score 40 points, that's a monumental effort. But one of the things that I noticed in that game, that was a game really that we felt like we should win by 15 or 20 points. And our defense just didn't get stops during the regulation. It was like we'd go up by 10, we'd think we were about to just break it open, and then all of a sudden Bogus hits 2 threes, or we give up a couple of offensive rebounds. And so we didn't do those little things that just kept building on that lead. In the overtime, I felt like that they really buckled down and they played good defense in that overtime, and that was what, was the difference in the overtime period.
And as you mentioned, Ava Floyd did have that 40-point performance, and we're going to be touching on that a little bit more later tonight as the night goes on, because she is only 24 points shy of 1,000, which is a huge milestone, especially since she's only a junior, and the year is really just getting started. So we could see a lot more to come for Ava Floyd. We hope she can hit that milestone here tonight, but the odds are with this home stretch this week, she's probably going to hit it in front of her hometown crowd.
Well, I have a feeling tonight she's going to face a little bit different defense than she faced up at Ravenwood. We commented on it several times that Ravenwood was trying to guard her straight up, and she had lanes to the rim. I'm going to be surprised if Creekwood guards her the same way tonight. I have a feeling they're going to run some traps. When she penetrates, they're going to double team, and she's going to see a different look tonight. Now, Ava being Ava, she could still score 24. But I think what she wants tonight is she wants a win over Creekwood, whether she has 8 points, 24 points, or 40 points.
And that really is the mentality of a lot of these Lady Dogs. Very team-first oriented. They want the victory above personal glory. And it's going to take a lot of teamwork tonight if they're going to beat Creekwood. Of course, a big school is Creekwood, a combination of William James and Charlotte, and they have always been tough in any sport. I know whenever we played them in baseball back when I was in high school, they were a tough opponent, had our number more often than they didn't, and I'm sure basketball has been the same way. They are just so good at most sports they play.
Well, they have 2 good feeder programs that I get to see 4 times a year and sometimes 5 or 6 with Charlotte Middle School and William James Middle School. A lot of these girls out here, I told you against Fairview I didn't recognize many of the girls, and I was kind of surprised because we played Fairview in middle school. A lot of these girls, I recognize all of them. They've been playing basketball for quite a while. They've been playing in this system for quite a while, and so they understand the game and they understand their roles.
And we are just over 4 minutes away from tip-off for the girls' game. And Ron, something else I wanted to touch on as well, comparing these two teams. We have the roster sheets in front of us. Creekwood, a much bigger team with a deeper roster, but although they have more players, both teams pretty equally young as well. Hickman County only has 2 seniors, Haley and Zoe, but on the Creekwood side, they're only bringing in 2 seniors as well. So also a young team, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores as well.
And yeah, and but we say young, but they played a lot of minutes. So I think they're older than what their school year tells them on both sides.
Both teams very extremely well coached as well. Both teams will certainly be ready for the other. And tonight, if you were joining us on WNKX, we say welcome. And your team tonight, I'm Josh Copley, joined alongside, as always, by the coach, Ron Puckett. And our student-led team tonight, our camera woman is Audrey Davidson, and our producer is John Michael Lewis. Two wonderful students who always have been such a big help to us here at WNKX, both also tremendous athletes in their own right, so we're glad to have them here. And a special thank you to Matthew Dotson as well for putting together the AV class, for orchestrating all these student-led crews that we've had this year. It's been such a privilege to work alongside the schools. And Ron, we talk about how nice it is to be home, not just because we see a lot of the hometown Hickman County fans, but also because we got our cameras back this week now. We got our video live stream up with no restrictions, no nothing, all video here tonight.
And that's a wonderful asset that Hickman County has, to be able to do that. It's kind of disappointing when you go to the other schools and you can't do that because of other reasons.
And you get so accustomed to the video stream as well. Not having it's definitely a change of pace for sure. And I was talking to John Michael before the games, before we went live, I should say, rather, and he said, a school as small as Hickman County, it's rare we get to have something like this. And, I'm not going to take credit for that at all. I know WNKX probably doesn't even take credit for that. It's the school, really, who's been so willing to work with us, who's been so willing to provide resources. Well, I mean, these cameras were paid for and covered by the school. They've had the IT department helping us out as well, setting them up and working together throughout the day, getting these presentations and streams ready to go. And it really is a team effort that takes the whole community, just as we see the success of basketball teams. Coaches would accredit that to being a community effort as well, so on all levels.
Well, Hickman County may be a small school, but Hickman County has a big heart and a big community. They've got great teachers. They've got people who want their kids to succeed and do well, and they're willing to give them every opportunity to do that.
And both teams have cleared the floor for their warm-ups. Of course, that is our very own Matthew Dotson on the PA here tonight. I think we're getting ready for the national anthem. So during the anthem, we're going to step away. And we'll be back here just in under a minute's time. We'll have tip-off on WNKX Creekwood versus Hickman County coming up next.
Please, Heavenly Father, thank you this day. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for meeting bless us, have one life and meet bless us to come.
And that concludes the ever so patriotic national anthem. We heard a wonderful invitation from Eli Johnson as well. So with all of those formalities out of the way, it's about time we introduce the starting rosters.
At this time, we do have some special recognition we want to show tonight. Now, celebrating the special reaching 500 career rebounds is a milestone that represents effort, toughness, and a whole lot more. We begin launching someone who embodies all that every time she steps on the court. Congratulations.
And right now, for those of you that couldn't hear that, over the PA, right now, Coach Gordon and the rest of Hickman County High School are honoring Zoe Chilton, who recently hit 500 career high school rebounds. And what an impressive milestone that is, Ron.
That's an impressive mark right there. You know, any time that you are rebounding, if you get 5 rebounds a game, you've probably done pretty well. And to get 500 in a career, that's really good.
Zoe Chilton, of course, a phenomenal young basketball player. She's been a staple of this Hickman County Lady Dog team for her entire tenure here at Hickman County High School. And beyond being a great player, she is just a great human being as well. Everyone that knows Zoe loves Zoe. So it's nice to see her getting those honors here tonight.
Number 3, Holly Ross. Number 22, Carly Stevenson. Number 23, Holly Estes. Number 13, Abby Baker. And number 34, Caroline Baker.
So the starting lineup for Creekwood tonight. Number 3, Chloe Roberts, a junior. Number 22, Carly Stevenson, a senior. Number 23, Allie Estes, a sophomore. Number 32, Abby Baker, a senior. And number 34, Caroline Baker, a sophomore. Starting lineup here, Hickman County Lady Bulldogs. Number 2, Carly Everett. Number 3, Haley Gordon. Number 20, Ava Floyd. Number 23, Bailey Kramer. And number 30 is Zoe Chilton. So a pretty familiar starting 5. This last Friday, Hickman County welcomed back Haley Gordon, who had missed some time due to a concussion. Glad to see her back on the floor.
Haley's an energetic, dynamic player that adds a lot to this team.
Now both teams breaking it down in their respective huddles, and now they're taking the floor. And lining up at midcourt for Creekwood, it'll be 34, Caroline Baker, and number 23, Bailey Kramer for the Lady Dogs. And we're underway here from J.E. Cisco. Possession will go the way of the Lady Redhawks to start us out here tonight. Dribbling up top, Haley Gordon guarding Estes. In the paint, it's taken away. Everett's got the ball.
Good job by Zoe Chilton, 3-quarter front with the tip.
Chilton feeds right to Floyd. Floyd rocking some multicolored sneakers here tonight. Kramer's got the pink and Everett's got the orange. Very bright shoe game out there for the Lady Dogs. Chilton looking for help. Goes right for Floyd. Has it ripped away. Loose ball, and it falls into the hands of Chilton. Kramer takes a long 2. No good. Everett rebound. Easy putback, and the Dogs are on the board first. Creekwood looking to answer back. Chilton meeting Baker. Hands up top. Now swings to her left to Roberts. Roberts goes.
Creekwood trying to run a high-low action with their 2 post players as Haley Gordon reads the lane, tips the ball out of bounds. But between Baker and, I guess that was 32, Baker and Baker. I'm assuming they're sisters probably. They were trying to run a little high-low action.
Pass inside, going up, and that's a 2-point bucket for Carly Stevenson. One of the few seniors on this team, striking first for the Hawks. Floyd wants to drive, steps through, can't get it to go, rebounded by Baker.
Baker slid over and changed Davis' shot on that, providing some help side.
They're going to the paint again. Shot no good. I believe Chilton got a hand on it, and Floyd's got the loose ball. Floyd dribbles. She drives all the way off the glass, and that's a tough 2. 24 points, the magic number to reach 1,000 for Ava Floyd. Gordon playing tough defense up top near the logo. Looking for help as Estes gives off some quick passes now. Baker hands off. Back to Estes. Deep 3 attempted. No good. Too strong by Roberts. Shot put back. It goes in. Did they count it?
It was. Offensive rebound right there on the weak side by Abby Baker.
And they do count the bucket, so that'll be an and 1.
This is Zoe Chilton's first foul.
And she completes the 3-point play. Your score 4-5. Lady Dogs trail by a point early on, under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Chilton at the right wing. Goes Gordon from 3. Off the mark, but a nice hustle rebound there by Everett.
Good effort there. That's Carly's second offensive rebound.
Corner 3 from Gordon. This one finds the mark. Haley Gordon with the game's first 3 ball.
Carly Everett's 2 rebounds have led to 5 points for the Bulldogs. We talk about that being an Achilles heel. Tonight she's changing that.
And it looked like right there Caroline Baker lost the ball. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog possession. Creekwood has certainly been attacking the paint a lot so far here tonight. Hickman County well prepared right there.
The majority of their game is inside. They like to pound the ball inside, get the ball to the rim. They've got some bigger girls, so you're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Chilton gives to Kramer up top. Kramer pulls from 3. Kramer's got the 3. Hickman County firing away from deep. Gordon and now Kramer, both with 3-pointers. Passing inside, gives the corner. That's a long 2. This one finds it, nothing but net for Caroline Baker. 10-7. Dogs in front by 3. Floyd dribbles, gives out to Chilton. Now goes right to Everett. Now Kramer, right wing. Dribbles left, gives. Floyd from 3. She got it.
Lady Dogs lighting it up from downtown early.
And a timeout, I believe, was called. No,
Turnover.
they're calling the ball back.
They may have stepped over the line or thrown the ball out of bounds. I was not looking at it when it happened.
I didn't see the call, but it will be Lady Dog ball all the same. 13-7. They lead. Floyd gives to Everett up top. Pump fake, dribbles in, kicks it left. Gordon, catch release 3. She got another. I'm not sure if Haley Gordon had 1 made 3 all season up to this point. Now she's got 2.
So I'm going to tell you, when Haley gets hot, Haley gets hot. She had a game at camp where she scored 30-something.
And a nice block, it looked like, by Kramer, but too much contact, and they'll call the foul. That'll send Baker there to the line.
When she gets like that right there, she can really light it up.
The
First free throw good by Caroline Baker.
That's 2 made free throws from Baker. Now only a sophomore, but as you said, Ron, the age on the that the school has them listed as doesn't tell the whole story. A lot of these players wise beyond their years on the court. Baker, one of them. Floyd tries to step through. Nice save. Gordon in the corner. Gives to Kramer. Out to Everett. Dribbles inside. A lot of contact there, and they call the foul. It'll stay on the floor. 16-9. Lady Dogs up front. A hot start for Hickman County. Floyd's inbound. Looking for somebody. Airs it out, hand on it, and Creekwood's got the takeaway. Not enough juice there on the pass from Floyd. Bounce pass. She lost out of bounds. That's going to be Bulldog ball, so already the second miscue right there we've seen for Creekwood, losing the handle of it.
Back-to-back bad plays there. One by us, one by them. Both of those passes shouldn't happen.
Floyd up the floor, crossing the logo. Wants to drive left, floats it. Nice pass to Chilton, patiently goes up, and that's a 2 for Chilton.
Little set play right there. Little horns action up at the top. Zoe ran straight to the rim. Ava gave her a nice pass.
Great patience there underneath as well by Zoe Chilton. Creekwood driving. Baker blocked by Kramer. Gets it out to Chilton. Dogs on the break. Zoe pulls up looking for help. Back to Kramer. Now to Everett. Pulls up from the parking lot. She got it! The triples are running wild for the Lady Dogs so far here tonight. Already 5 made threes for Hickman County. 21-9. Dogs lead by double digits. Kick it up top. Creekwood in possession. Estes dribbles, hands off to Stevenson. Now it's Baker. Back to Stevenson up top, guarded by Everett. Some short passes here from Creekwood, looking for something, and she walks. Great defense played in the corner there by Ava Floyd. 2:33 to go in the first quarter.
Lady Dogs are lighting it up. And I'm kind of interested in seeing Coach Gordon's because some of them are starting to look a little bit tired right now. So
no subs yet.
He's got to make a decision. Does he go with them or does he try to give them a rest and keep this going?
Gordon dribbles
When you get tired, you start missing those shots.
They met Gordon quickly at the line there. They know how she's been shooting. Pinpoint pass from Floyd. Kramer couldn't get the shot to fall, but she's fouled and will shoot a pair.
Lady Dogs run a little high-low action of themselves right there. With they were totally fronting Bailey, so Ava threw the lob pass over the top. They had nothing left to do but foul.
Showing they are multi-dimensional. They're not just going to pull it from three. They've got other ways to attack as well. Kramer knocks down the free throw. And Stevenson subbing out for Creekwood. And Kramer knocks down two.
And as I say that, here comes Tinley Davis in to give Bailey Kramer a break.
So Hickman County still playing some tight defense now. Driving down from the corner. 3-point on the way. No good. Nice board by Gordon. Gordon hustling down the floor. Might take it herself. Jump stop. Pulls up. Doesn't get the shot to fall. Nice save by Everett. Left-handed pass. Floyd, open three. No good.
3 offensive rebounds by Everett. Zoe Chilton chases that one down.
Floyd drives through. Won't go. Davis trying to get in there to get the rebound to no avail. Creekwood back in possession. So one of the few times we see multiple opportunities not result in points. Up top, the newly entered in Emma Jones, the freshman, 25 for Creekwood. Ava Lamastis in as well. Up top, Baker, hands. Gibbs, corner three on the way, short. A lot of contact there. And that's going to be Bulldog basketball. Caroline Baker coming back in for Creekwood. Subbing in for 32, Abby Baker. Baker for Baker. 23-9, Lady Dogs lead. 60 seconds to play in the first quarter. Floyd, right wing, dribbles and drives. Might go all the way. She does go all the way. 7 points for Floyd. Creekwood, trapped, nowhere to go. Pass, loose on the floor. That's going to be Lady Dog ball.
Good defense right there by the Dogs, trapping her right as she came across. Half court.
Hand to Floyd, dribbles left. Step back left wing, goes to Everett. Again pulls up from deep. This one won't fall, tipped out. Gordon's got the board. Under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Gives to Davis, Floyd from three. There's another. 2 threes for Ava Floyd. 10 points on the night. 10 seconds. She lost her footing. Somehow got the ball out of there. Dangerously close to a 10-second. They just get it across. 3 seconds underneath. An easy 2 from Creekwood to end the first quarter. That was number 5, Ava Lamastis there. But at the end of one, Hickman 28, Creekwood 11. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium. Right here, our crowd cam, a little bit of a look at the house we got here inside Hickman County High School. The student section is very bright here tonight, Ron. They've got the safety vests on, neon, it looks like.
If the lights go out, we'll know where they are.
Speaking of lights out, that describes how Hickman County's been shooting in the first quarter so far, looking to keep that trend going here in the second.
So this is what Coach Gordon wants to see. We've had several games where we've started the first quarter really, really hot. We've got to keep that up for 2 or 3 quarters.
Nice bounce pass to Gordon from Davis, but well guarded, kicks out to Floyd. Corner, Rachel Puckett, nice pump fake, but she walks. So Puckett into the game now for the Lady Dogs. Looking for somebody to inbound it to. Gordon jumped the lane.
Oh, I thought that went off of her. Haley tipped it, but then I thought it bounced off 32.
Certainly could plead a case for it. Hickman County going to settle right back in on defense. Inbounded. That's Jones. Gives it out. Now driving up the floor, Baker. Now inside, a lot of contact there. Kramer called for the foul. That'll be her second.
And that's going to be Kramer's second foul. She was just out of position right there and still tried to go for the ball, and she ended up going straight through Baker. So she'll have to sit with 2 fouls. 7:34, that could be big.
Absolutely. Inbounded up top. That's Stevenson who's back in the game for the Lady Redhawks. Tries to spin through, lost it. Great defense there by Rachel Puckett. They'll say it went off on her, so it'll stay with Creekwood, but a good defensive possession all the same. Jones to throw it in for Creekwood. Gets it out to Stevenson. Near the midcourt stripe. Met by Floyd. Floyd not giving her any breathing room. Spins through looking for help. Gives to her right. Now quickly inside the paint. Goes off the glass. No good. Shot attempted there by Abby Baker.
Lady Dogs kind of fortunate there. She had the open layup.
Floyd steps through. Tough shot. How did she do that? What a shot by Ava Floyd.
Drove left with the dribble. Jump shot brought the ball back across her body with the right hand for the make.
Creekwood from the corner. 3-point on the way. This one finds its mark. Emma Jones, her first bucket of the night, the freshman. Floyd drives. Long two. Too strong. Nice board by Davis. Put back too tall. Now it's Creekwood again. 30-14. Lady Dogs ahead. Gordon playing tough defense up top.
Defense right now is tenacious. There's no easy dribbles.
Little floater there falls, and it somehow goes right back into the hands of Creekwood. 3-pointer now on the way. No good. Puckett with the rebound. Trying to fight her way out of traffic, looking for help, and's got Floyd open.
We got numbers now. Open
Chilton.
3 from Chilton.
On the way. Good.
Of course. Give us another.
They say shooters shoot, and that's what Hickman County's doing tonight. The hot hand could be anybody on this team, anybody wearing white. And a foul is called. Looked like Hickman County was going to potentially force a takeaway there, but wait and see who they called that on. Everett and Hassel entering the game for the Dogs. They'll get Puckett there on the foul, her first. Creekwood now to throw it in from the baseline. Not a whole lot of places to go with it. There's Stevenson, guarded by Floyd, missed it, put back, she got it. 4 points now for Carly Stevenson. Chilton, potentially an open look, doesn't take it. Floyd takes it from the right wing.
It's short.
No good. Fighting underneath, and a foul is called against the Dogs.
It's going to be Chilton's second foul.
For Creekwood now. In the corner. Now on the wing, looking for help. There's nowhere to go with the ball. Now dribbles right is Estes. Now Stevenson at the elbow. Thought about pulling up, gives it out. Deep three on the way. No good. Hassel hustling after it, and she's got the ball. Bounce pass to
Come on,
Chilton.
be strong. Go get that pass, Zoe.
So as you said, Ron, Zoe probably should have went up to get it, but in not getting it, draws the foul.
Well, she would have easily drawn the foul if she had met the pass. By not meeting the pass, that was kind of a 50-50 call. We don't always get those.
That is the second foul against number 3, Chloe Roberts. Floyd top of the key. Chilton at the right wing. And closely guarded by Baker. Gives up top. Everett pulls from 3. Won't go. Puckett got a hand on it there, I believe. And Hassel gets it out to Everett, who pulls again from 3. This time it's good.
Again, that extra effort on offensive rebounds. Puckett tipped it. Hassel pulled it in. Got it out to Everett for another 3. That's about 10 points the Bulldogs have off offensive rebounds.
A Creekwood tries from 3. This one off. Offensive rebound, put back no good. And Zoe Chilton, who has well eclipsed 500 rebounds, continuing to add to the ledger. And a great timeout called there by Coach Gordon. Not a lot of room to work with the ball there for Puckett.
Well, Puckett was being trapped, and everybody else had already run down the floor right there. So that's a good timeout. Also, it's a good chance for them to take a little bit of a break here during this 30 seconds.
I suppose that's one of the drawbacks of firing on all cylinders, playing aggressive on both ends of the floor. It can certainly wear you out.
Well, you know, and he's played 8 girls so far. He's subbing them in right now, making sure that they stay rested. And right now, you know, Lady Dogs are keeping that momentum rolling.
And it's another case this time, Ron, of Coach Gordon really can't go wrong with whoever he puts out there on the floor. Everybody's playing really well together right now.
Well, and that's what I like to see is they're playing as a team right now. You've got multiple people scoring. They're making extra passes. Right there's an extra pass. Zoe didn't shoot it, and then you get Ava cleared out. Ava trying to force that one.
Try to dish it off underneath. And Floyd
here she comes, chasing it down. That's a walk.
A lot of steps.
Yep, called the walk there. You know, and that's what I love right there. So Ava makes a turnover on the other end. She gets up, she starts chasing the ball all the way down the floor, 70 feet, and then ends up making the other team turn it over. That's the defensive effort tonight that has just been really, really good for the Lady Dogs.
Floyd up top. Walking left, goes back right.
They read that. They had that scouted.
Well,
she knew that was coming. Tried to set up a backdoor play, and they just dropped back and took it.
But unable to get any offensive points on the other end.
Nice rebound by Hassel.
Floyd steps through, goes off the glass. That's another 2. 14 points for Floyd in the first half. Floating it inside, nice pass. Baker goes up off the glass and's got the 2.
That's a high-low. We got no help side there. When they're going to have good success when they get that set going there because we don't have help side on the back of the post.
Everett goes to Floyd. Left to Chilton. Chilton, catch release 3. She's got another. We're almost starting to see, Ron, a little bit of the Zoe from the second half of last season, who was a 3-point machine. Hasn't been shooting as much this season, but doing so here tonight. Again inside to Baker, to the corner, from 3. Gordon contested it there. Offensive putback, loose ball. Creekwood's got it. Up top again, step back, looking for help. Wide open layup attempt, and that'll be Abby Barker capping it off. 41-20. Lady Dogs ahead. 2.5 to play. Gordon from three. This one rattles out a rare miss.
That one was almost down.
Quickly underneath, Zoe Chilton, a lot of contact. She'll be called for the foul, and that'll be Abby Baker to go to the line.
That's going to be Chilton's third foul.
Hickman County with 4 team fouls in this quarter, so one more, and that'll put Creekwood into the bonus.
So one of the problems is that Zoe and Bailey, which Zoe has 3, Bailey has 2, if they get in foul trouble, we go really small, and their offensive focus is into the post. We would have a hard time defending that.
And she knocks down the free throw there. I believe that was an and one play as well. Gordon, bit of a contested 3 ball there, knocked away. So trying to keep it with the hot hand, but just well guarded there by the Hawks. Dribbling in, Estes. Bounce pass to Baker inside. The shot well off the mark. Floyd's got the rebound.
Nice box out by Ava Floyd on the backside right there. Caused number 12, who's that, Beatty, to go over the back.
That was recent entrant, number 12, sophomore Lacey Beatty, called for on the foul, her first.
So they're almost going to an extended 2-3 now. Lady Dogs are going to have to be a little bit patient now. They're starting to play gaps. We need to pass it around, get good shots.
Up top, driving in, Baker all the way. This shot falls short, but a nice offensive board. Now from 3, she knocks down the 3. Lamastis there. Floyd up top, drives, gives to Hassel, back to Floyd. Tough spot, gets it back out to Everett. Everett pulls from deep, rattles out, Hassel rebound to Gordon. That shot no good. Creekwood gets it now on the drive. Bounce pass, Gordon got a hand on it, loose ball, but fortune favors Creekwood right there. Under a minute to play now in the first half. 41-26 your score, Hickman County ahead. Creekwood slowing things down a bit here. Hassel guarding Baker. Back over to Abby Baker. Taken away by Gordon. A forced pass. Driving. Bounce pass to Floyd. Off the glass. No good. Gordon fighting for the rebound and gets it out to Kramer.
Got Ava in the corner. Ava's in the corner.
And a late pass there. Had her wide open. Now it's Hassel. 15 seconds. Everett back to Floyd. Ava stepping up, goes left, wants to drive all the way, left-handed layup, it falls.
I was going to rattle out.
And that'll bring the first half to a close. A first half that has been all Lady Dogs. Your score, Hickman 43, Creekwood 26. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
Welcome back to WNKX. We are just under 2 minutes away from resuming with the second half in the girls' game. Hickman County versus Creekwood. The Lady Dogs are leading 43-26 over the Lady Redhawks. And it was a pretty dominant first half run. Looking at the stat sheet here, Carly Everett had 8 points, Haley Gordon had 6, Bailey Kramer had 5, Zoe Chilton had 8, and Ava Floyd with 16. We said before the game started, the magic number was 24 for Ava to find point number 1,000. She's only 8 away.
She's only 8 away, but the big thing that I saw in that first half, Lady Dogs shot the ball phenomenally. You got balanced scoring. You got multiple girls scoring. They hit 9 threes. So, you know, when you shoot like that and you put up 43 points in a half, you've done something special.
Well, we know Hickman County, no stranger to scoring a lot of points. I mean, just last week against Ravenwood, they put up 71. Now, you can argue it took an overtime period to do that, but that doesn't discredit what they did on the floor. They were able to battle to pick up that big victory, and that's translating very well over tonight. You can tell they built a lot of momentum from that game on Friday.
The offense is really looking good. A couple of the keys that I'm wanting to look at this second half. Foul trouble. Bailey Kramer with 2 fouls, Zoe Chilton with 3. Creekwood's offense is predicated on getting the ball inside. And if one of those girls go out because of foul trouble, Coach Gordon's got to have a plan B to try to stem that tide. The other factor is do the Lady Dogs keep shooting the ball like they were shooting it? One of the things that led to those 9 threes is we were making the extra pass. We were getting the ball to the open girl. We were hitting offensive rebounds, which got open shots. During that last 2 or 3 minutes, the Lady Dogs started trying to force the issue. They took some quick shots. They made some poor passes, and that's something that they don't want to do, because then that's going to give Creekwood a little bit of momentum and let them creep back in this game.
So Creekwood will start off the second half with possession. It's Estes passing right. Pass in the paint, Stevenson dribbles in 3 Lady Dogs there, but she scores anyway.
Well, Kramer and Chilton were both there, but they weren't about to touch her.
Chilton to Everett. Pump fakes, dribbles in, spins through, looking for help, lost it. Gives up top to Ava. Ava top of the key, goes over to Chilton.
Creekwood's energy is a little bit different right now on defense.
Floyd pulls up from 2, can't knock it down. Everett got a hand on it, but it still finds the possession of Creekwood. Loose ball, Stevenson still has it. Underhanded pass to the left corner. Stevenson at the wing, give, Estes, swing, Baker, long 2, no good, too strong. Rebounded by Ava. Here comes Floyd down the floor. She might try to drive all the way, and she lost it.
I think they called a back tap. I thought she kind of dribbled it out of bounds. We'll take it.
So stay with the Dogs. Everett gives to Floyd. Step back, contested 3, knocked away. Ava trying to fight it. And it'll be a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Dogs. So Ava, that's what makes her so special as well, that even if a play doesn't go her way, she's right there to immediately play defense as well to try to make up for that mistake, if you will.
Her being a Bulldog is very well. I mean, that's kind of the way she plays on the floor. She's very determined.
Ava contested shot, won't go, but she's fouled. So Ava now with a chance to chip into those 8 remaining points. Doesn't get that one to fall. Bounces off the back of the rim. The second one goes up, also no good. So a couple of rare misses there from Floyd. Ava guarding Stevenson closely. Ball's kicked out to the right wing. They go across the way. Pulls from 3 is Roberts, off the mark. And Floyd runs the ball down. Here comes Ava. Goes across. Gordon. Now to Kramer up top. Kramer pulls from 3. She knocks it down. 2 threes from Kramer on the night.
Keep up that high shooting, girls.
Dogs into double digits now for three-pointers made. And Creekwood, a little friendly fire there. Everett
Going to
fighting
get called
to the
for a
jump.
foul, a little hole from behind. That's a couple of loose balls that have bounced around in front of 2 or 3 Lady Dogs, and we just haven't been able to pull them in. That one went straight between 2 white jerseys.
46-28. Lady Dogs still in front. Creekwood ball. Stevenson up top. Dribbles right. Guarded loosely by Chilton. They float it inside. Everett takes it away and saves it. What a pass to Kramer.
Great help side there by Everett.
Here comes Floyd. Driving, kicks. Gordon, Everett, open look. Splash down.
That's that extra pass right there that makes that shot so much more likely to go in.
Creekwood driving a high arcing two from the free throw line. No good, tipped out beyond the arc, and it'll stay with the Hawks. Inside, Baker over Kramer, and Kramer says not today or any day. That shot never had a chance. She
That didn't
denies
have
it
a
out of bounds.
chance, and it bounced straight back down off Baker out of bounds. She thought she had a layup, turned around and saw Bailey and panicked.
Floyd gives to Everett. Oh, a lot of contact there, no call. To Chilton, she lost it. Now it's Baker on the drive. Slowly pulling up, though, and gives to Stevenson.
Got to get that ball off the top of your head. Carly, put the ball over the top of the head. You're not going to get a foul right there. You got to be strong with it. It's going to be a foul on Kramer right there. She's got to stay away from that. That's her third foul.
Kramer and Chilton both with 3 fouls now.
Right there, Bailey was in help side position, digging down, and she reached in and tried to grab the ball. She just got to stay out of that.
Creekwood to throw it in. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Passes out Stevenson. Little jumper there. Rolls off the rim. No good. And a foul will be called against Creekwood. I believe they got number 22, Carly Stevenson, there.
I think it was Abby Baker. Should have been Abby Baker.
And it is. You're right. It is number 32. Thought the referee had 2 twos up there, right?
Creekwood starting to extend that defense outside the three-point line, but should give up some driving lanes as Haley
and Zoe Chilton
dishes to Zoe for an open 3.
Of how Hickman County has been shooting tonight for Creekwood, leaving somebody open is a death sentence, and Floyd right there playing tough defense, trying to force a turnover there.
Well, she did force the turnover and then got the foul on Stevenson right there. As Ava was going for the ball, Stevenson with the shove, so that's the Lady Dogs ball.
That's Stevenson's second foul. Chilton to Floyd. Guarded by Stevenson. Hands off to Everett. Goes over to Gordon. Gordon drives, pulls up just shy of the free throw line. The shot falls short off the front half of the rim. But Everett playing closely to Emma Jones right there as she crosses the logo. Jones having to pull up a little bit, right side, floats it in.
Oh, yes.
Gordon had it well read.
Nice read by Haley.
But it falls back into the hands of Chilton with a takeaway. Showing off the hops, batting the pass down and taking it the other way. Chilton to Gordon.
Great defense. Great defense by the Lady Dogs right there. There were 3 separate examples right there. Haley read the pass, got out, tipped it. She was out of position. They threw it to the corner. Zoe rotated over to her girl, got her hands up in the air and tipped it.
Floyd back to Chilton. Now Ava's got it near the volleyball line. Give to Davis, who's back in the game. Chilton drives, pulls up a long 2. No good. Nice effort there by Tinley, and finds Ava in help. Goes across the way. Chilton, wide open 3.
Oh.
Again, she's got it. Have mercy.
Lady Dogs picking up right where they left off in the first half. I love it.
Start calling them butter because they are on a roll right now. Stevenson a long 2. She knocks it down.
And we'll take that shot. An 18-foot jump shot. Coach Gordon probably would like a little bit more pressure on it, but.
Floyd drives.
And one.
That'll send Floyd to the line, and it'll give her 2 more points. 57-30. Dogs ahead, 2:51 to play in the third. Creekwood now with some substitutions. That's 18 for Ava. Make it 19. Here comes Creekwood. Hickman County, even with the big lead, not letting up defensively.
Lady Dogs giving good help side. Davis was a little bit late on that one as they went to the high-low, threw it over the top, and Baker lays it in.
Floyd now gives over to Gordon. Gordon back to Floyd. Now to Chilton. Creekwood playing tough defense at the perimeter and a lot of moving of the feet there, and that'll draw the walk.
Zoe dribbled a little bit too deep right there, got too close to the defense. They were able to get a hand on it, and she lost her balance.
Easy call there for the official. And here comes Creekwood. Jones up the floor. Rachel Puckett back in the game. Pass inside. Nice defense there. Oh, and it's taken away from Davis, and it's a 2-point bucket for Caroline Baker.
Good defense, had the turnover. They got it back.
Inside, Puckett, spin move off the glass. Yes, it does. Had us in suspense there. It took a long time for that ball to find the bottom of the net, but it does. Rachel
hit the rim about 6 times.
Puckett with her first points of the night, and again, that's 34. Caroline Baker, 3 2-point buckets in the span of 2 or 3 minutes.
So right now all they're doing is they're dribbling down. They're trying to get an angle, and they're just throwing the ball up to her to go get it because they know Zoe doesn't want to pick up the foul. Bailey's not in the game. And so that's, that's a good coaching move right there.
And they're really not trying to hide it either. It's no secret what they're trying to do here. Try to get back into this game. They trail 60-36, and with 1:44 left in the third, it's going to take a lot for Creekwood to get back into this game.
Well, they're a good enough team that they can. If we start missing shots, if we start making turnovers, there's no lead that's safe in this with the 3-point line anymore.
We know Creekwood entered into this game tonight 6-1, and you don't get to 6-1 on accident no matter who you play on any given night. Somebody can get the better of you, but so far this season, Creekwood has been taking care of business at home and on the road. Only 1 loss to their ledger. Hickman County, the exact same record, but only 1 team can walk out of here tonight with only 1 blemish on.
Well, what you're seeing from Hickman County tonight is how good they can really be when they're firing on all cylinders. And so far, they have played almost 3/4 of a game. A lot of the games we played before, we played maybe 3 quarters or 2 quarters. We haven't played the whole quarter. So we're really, Coach Gordon's putting an emphasis on, there's that pass I don't like against the zone press,
but
though.
It does work out in the Dogs' favor there. Puckett drives, no pass to the recently entered Aubrey Anderson.
Zoe from 24.
And she's got another.
Zoe from 24, 25 feet right there.
That is 3 3-pointers for Chilton in this third quarter alone, her 5th on the night. Went across the way, right wing, pump fakes a 3, dribbling inside, goes over for 2, no good. Chilton another rebound, and she's fouled.
Zoe Chilton, this is what I've been waiting for Zoe. I knew it would take her a little bit of time to kind of get her feet back under her, not having played all summer. But this is, she's rebounding, she's playing defense, she's scoring. What, she got 17 points right now maybe? 5 threes and a 2.
And the free throw attempted there by Chilton is no good. The second one, though, finds its mark. $18 points as well for Zoe Chilton.
I'm going to tell you one thing I like is the Lady Dogs have held this lead while being able to give Carly Everett and Haley Gordon a rest. Tinley Davis and Rachel Puckett have come in and done a good job.
See Josie Hassel out there as well, playing nice defense inside. At the left wing, going back inside. Baker spin move, no good. Loose ball picked up by Floyd. Floyd trying to get separation, being closely guarded there by Lemastis. Puckett bounce pass to Hassel. Over to Davis. Now Anderson picks it up and goes back to Floyd. 30 seconds to play in the third. Floyd drives all the way, has her shot blocked, but it'll stay with the Dogs.
It's a nice defensive play by the sophomore Baker.
Right there, all ball though, no question about it. Good
straight
play.
up, good defense.
Inbounded to Puckett. Dribbles left, looking for help. Hands to Floyd. Walking a tightrope there near the sideline, stays in bounds. Under 20 seconds to play now in the third quarter. Floyd, pass to Hassel, back to Puckett, long two, great ball movement, can't get the shot, and Davis goes up for the layup on the putback, won't go, but she's fouled and will head to the stripe. Now Ron, right there, I loved how Hickman County was passing the ball quickly right there with a purpose as well.
So right there, Creekwood was not going to let Ava have that last shot. They sent a trap from Josie Hassel. Josie caught it, immediately fired it to Rachel. Rachel had the open shot, shot it. It was a little bit long, but Tinley Davis is in perfect position for the rebound. Got the rebound. Knocked down the first free throw.
Number 2 on the way. This one won't go. Tipped up by Anderson.
Good job by Anderson getting a hand on that one. Almost kept that one alive for us.
But it finds the hands of Holly Wilson, the junior of Creekwood. Floyd there playing some hustle defense. Ball out of bounds off of her hands. And it'll stay with the Hawks. 2.8 seconds to go in the third. So probably one last chance here for Creekwood to get some points before the quarter's end. They got to be quick though. High pass, Baker, got to be quick. Catch, release, plenty of time, and the three falls well short. So no points for the Lady Red Hawks at the end of the third. Your score, Hickman 65, Creekwood 36, one final break. Then we'll have the final quarter to decide a winner. We'll be right back on WNKX.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX. I'm Josh Copley, joined by Ron Puckett, and it's been a game dominated by the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs, 65-36 as we're about to play our final quarter. 8 minutes to go, and what a show it's been so far here tonight.
Well, if the Lady Dogs continue to play the way they're playing right now, what everybody's going to talk about at the end of the game is how well they shot. But I'm a three-point shooter. I love the way they're shooting. But what I have enjoyed about this game from the beginning through all three quarters is the way they play defense. They are scrambling. They are hustling. As Haley Gordon knocks another ball loose, they are all over the place.
Almost right on cue right there, Haley Gordon causing problems. Quick pass inside. Hickman ready for it, though. Tries to drive left side there. It's Estes. Gets it back out to Baker. Now to Stevenson. Top of the key. Open three. And she can't knock it down. Kramer back in the game. Trying to get the ball tipped up, and Davis comes down with it.
And Davis gets the board. Dribble out. Tinley, dribble out.
And a timeout called there by Coach Gordon, and I'm sure Coach Gordon wouldn't have preferred to use the timeout right there, but it doesn't hurt.
He's got 4, and he's got a 29-point lead right now. You use those timeouts right there. You'd rather use that timeout than give up a turnover right under their goal for an easy 2 points.
When right now Hickman County with the finish line in sight, you don't want to give that Creekwood team, as talented as they are, any reason to have hope or to believe. We're looking across now at our crowd cam here. We're seeing so many fat heads. We see Zoe Chilton, Carly Everett, Ava Floyd as well there. And this tremendous camera work that you've been seeing here tonight is courtesy of volleyball superstar Audrey Davidson. And our producer tonight has been John Michael Lewis. Some have called them Matthew Dotson's elites when it comes to the AV classroom. They're regulars as far as helping us out here on WNKX. So after the timeout, the ball's been inbounded.
Creekwood switched to a zone.
And they got the takeaway. Baker down the floor. Goes up off the glass, and the layup is good.
So that's a 23 jump zone where they wait for Tinley to dribble past half court, and then they're going to run out and trap and deny the wings.
Give to Everett. Everett trapped, looking to get out, and she gets it to Gordon. Kramer in the corner. Goes up to Chilton. Now Everett has it ripped from behind.
That ball off the top of your head, Carly.
She stays in possession, looking for help, and it's got Chilton. Ava Floyd not on the floor right now, getting a rest. Looks like she's about to sub back in, though, sitting next to the scorer's table. Here comes Creekwood. Bounce pass inside. Goes to Baker. Knocked loose, but not without a foul.
It's going to be, is that on Zoe?
I believe they got Tinley.
They called it on Haley. Haley's Tinley. Yeah, Tinley. Thought he was holding up.
Of all people to foul right there, not a bad one to do it. Only Davis's first of the night.
I was happy it wasn't Zoe.
The free throw on the way, it's good. Floyd now.
Lady Dogs really need to attack.
Goes over to Everett.
Attack deep over the top.
To Kramer. To Chilton. Now Gordon dribbles left. Goes across the way to Floyd. Now to Everett. Pulls from three. Open look. No good off the rim. Everett hustling there, trying to get the rebound, but she fouls Caroline Baker, who had the ball securely in her hands.
I think they called it on Creekwood. No, they didn't. Okay.
Yeah, that's Everett. That's Everett's second foul.
Yeah. Now, nobody was leaving this in, and I was starting to question myself.
Here comes Roberts up the floor. Bounce pass left to Estes. Estes fires up top. High post to Baker. Dribbles inside the paint. Nice left-handed hook right there by Abby Baker. Couple of buckets for her in this fourth quarter. 6 minutes to play in the game.
Just run somebody under the goal here. That's going to be trouble every time.
You can see Everett trying to force it across the court there to the open Ava Floyd, but too far to fit that one in. Nice defense there by Creekwood. Again from the free throw line. This one no good. Kramer in there. Ooh.
Bailey going to get the foul on that one.
I was wincing right there watching her go up for the shot because you saw teetering on contact.
Yeah, you saw her hands go forward. She was straight up, and then all of a sudden you saw them go forward. And that's almost always going to be automatic.
It's Bailey's fourth, and on cue, looks like Josie Hassel will be the one to sub in for her. And they get the rebound. They got the putback. So cutting it down to a 20-point game. Floyd dribbles. Floyd drives. Steps through. Fouled.
Stevenson talking to the official on that one. She's lucky she's not getting teed up right there. She's getting a little talking to right now.
We saw him Friday at Ravenwood. We had a counseling session broke out during the boys' game. Might have another one here.
He doesn't look like Dr. Phil.
You have a point there. Ava
we need the free throws. We need the free throws here. They're on a little run right now. They've scored, I think, 9 straight points on us.
And of all things Ava's done well tonight, one thing she struggled with has been free throws. That's her third miss now. But she's got that one. 20 points for Floyd. Hickman County still not relenting defensively. Everything earned here. Batted by Chilton into the hands of Gordon.
We needed that stop right there. They scored 9 straight points on the other
Floyd
end.
Steps up three, no good. A lot of dogs there. Gordon's got it. Hands to Chilton. Corner three, too strong. And Floyd flies in, tries to save it, but it's going to go the way of Creekwood. Under 5 minutes to play in the game. Going left, passing inside, had positioning on Chilton, can't make the shot, and Gordon's got the loose ball.
Josie's got to slide over and help side a little bit. She was hugging her man.
Everett, corner three, lets it fly, and she's got it. $14 points for Everett. Passing, right elbow, swinging all the way over to Stevenson. Long two, well off the mark, doesn't graze the rim. Trying to get it out, loose ball. Might have to call a jump there. I believe they do.
So one thing we've got to do a better job on right now is when we get these rebounds, we've got to learn to take it, just be strong with it, step through, and stop throwing the pass from our waist, because they're getting a lot of tips on us right now because we're not stepping through on the pass or we're not taking a power dribble out. Here comes the jump right as she crosses half court. That's what I've been looking for right there.
Nice pass to Everett. That's an easy two.
That's what I've been looking for right there. Carly Everett got behind them, and they just threw over the top for the easy two.
Jones, guarded by Gordon, goes left, passes left. Lamastis. Passes out. Long two from the corner, comes up short. Everett got a hand on it. Loose ball, and she's got it. Down the floor, leads Floyd. Got one-on-one. Nice bounce pass to Chilton, and that's two.
Sweet basketball.
Selfless basketball.
That's why we're up by one.
Hickman County, still with 3 minutes to go, have already eclipsed their scoring numbers from Ravenwood. Driving, baseline, kicks it. That's close to the line. She knocks it down.
Two, I think.
They give it a two. Her foot was on the line from what we saw up here. And a timeout is called on the floor. And with the score what it is right now, 73-47, it's easy to think, well, Creekwood must not be, quite as talented as Hickman County, but they have a lot of talented players in that team, some good shooters, some good playmakers. It's just been almost perfect execution tonight for the Dogs. Give to Davis. Bounce pass. Hassel misses the layup. Anderson, nice rebound. Puckett. Floyd drives. Got the 2-point bucket.
And I like the Lady Dogs staying. I don't know how.
A deep three attempted. That's on the mark. A fantastic shot from Holly Wilson. Ava Floyd with 22 points tonight. Magic number 24.
Pass up. Nice.
Oh, and just behind Hassel, she corrals it to Puckett. Rachel drives, floats it in. Nice shot there by Puckett, but a nice job of setting her up as well.
A great job breaking. That's how you make it on the press and score all of it.
Up top, fires a bullet to Baker underneath. She's fouled. The shot's no good.
It's going to be a foul on the floor.
So Hassel called her on the foul, her first. Looking for somebody. Has just let it fly. Has somebody, loose ball, picked up by Davis, and she's fouled. Under 2 minutes to play, 1:54, 77-50, Lady Dogs out front. Inbounds to Floyd. Ava has a couple of defenders there waiting for her, trying to escape traffic, and she's fouled by Lamastus.
Lamastus kind of bailed us out right there because we were already about 5-6 seconds into the count, and we hadn't made it past the free throw line yet.
So 4 team fouls this quarter for Hickman, 3 for Creekwood. Gets it to Floyd. Ava fires it down the floor looking for Anderson, but air mails it as the ball flies into the student section. Good thing they're wearing the hard hats down there.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Ava. Aubrey took a bad angle to it, and it flew over her head.
Jones, hands right. Wilson passes. Lamastus from 3. No good, kicks off the rim. Now back in the corner, Creekwood stays with possession. Baker, loose ball, trying to fight out. Gives it right wing. Dribbles in and kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson goes left, hands it off to Jones. Pass inside to Baker, secures it, and a push there called on the Dogs.
Josie's just trying to go through her from behind as Aubrey Gordon, the freshman, set to check in. That's the 5th foul, so Baker will be shooting 2.
She misses the first.
There's going to be a lot of teams that look at this score on Coach T and go, what?
What indeed. But Coach Gordon's going to look at it and say, yeah, that's what it should look like. That's how we should look every single game.
Hey, and if we play defense like this, it will.
Ava in traffic, trying to get out of there. Pass to Davis, just out of her reach. Driving down is Creekwood. Kicks it. Dribbling right, slowing things down again. Hickman County just not giving them any open looks. And a foul called on Floyd. With 57.8 seconds to go, once again that will send Creekwood to the free throw line. It'll be number 25, Emma Jones, the freshman, shooting.
And that's what I love. We're up 26 points under a minute, and we're still scrambling and getting deflections. And
we see Aubrey Gordon checking into the game now.
Aubrey's already in. That's Lux Wolf coming in now for Tinley Davis.
Misses the second one.
Oh, grab that, Aubrey. Get that rebound.
So she won't get a rebound on the stat sheet, but it does stay with the Bulldogs. Back to Puckett. Now Gordon to Floyd. Ava's got it. She's driving. The shot goes up. 1,000 points. It falls in, and the game will come to a halt to give Floyd time to take a bow. How dramatic was that? It teetered on the rim, and it falls in. Junior Ava Floyd eclipsing 1,000 points, joining the company of players like Tyler Stacks, of players like Elisha Puckett, and she's only a junior. What a player she is, and she deserves all of the flowers that she's received.
Well, if you go back in the girls' history of Hickman County High School, girls like Maria Ramos, Becky Myatt, Talisha Skates, there's a lot of girls. I was trying to look around to see if we have a 1,000-point banner or somewhere to kind of, because, you know, even before that, Janet Blackwell, there's been a lot of renowned scorers go through the gyms here at Hickman County for our girls basketball teams, and she gets to join that very elite list.
And Ava, after scoring her 1,000th point, is given a reprieve. She subs out, letting the rest of the girls take it from here, and they have the win very, very much secured. 79-51, 21 seconds, and a jump ball is called. It'll go Creekwood's way. What a night to be a Bulldog fan. Pulls from 3, Creekwood kicks off the rim, no good. Tipped out, nice play there by Puckett. Looking for somebody, and she steps on the line. Creekwood ball, but all this right now, Ron, just simply a formality, but Until that buzzer sounds, Coach Gordon doesn't want his girls showing any vulnerabilities, any weaknesses, any sloppy play at all.
I was really hoping they fouled there so we could get 80. 1 point away.
And the shot goes up at the buzzer.
2-point shot's good there, I think.
And they do count it. But the shot doesn't much change the outcome. Your final score here from J.E. Cisco, Lady Dogs 79, Lady Redhawks 53. But that is not all the action we have for you here tonight. The boys game coming up here shortly also should be a pretty good one. And we're going to step away for a few moments. And Ron, when we come back, we're going to break down some of the stats from this Lady Dog game. And then we're going to give you a pregame rundown for the boys game coming up soon.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. ML
We welcome you back here to WNKX. We're about 5 minutes away from starting with the boys' game here tonight, Hickman County versus Creekwood. But Ron, let's talk a little bit about the girls. What did you see out of them that game?
Well, I mean, obviously, as I said before, what everybody's going to talk about after this game is they hit 15 threes. But I think what you have to look at is what led to those 15 threes. The defense that they played from the tip to the buzzer was absolutely phenomenal. They were chasing the ball. They got deflection after deflection after deflection. And then on the offensive end, what I noticed was we were moving the ball. And we were shooting open threes. And so when you shoot open threes, you have a better tendency of hitting those shots. Sometimes in games past, I felt like we had girls who were trying to force the issue and taking threes that were challenged, that weren't quite as wide open. And you see tonight, when we move that ball, when we shoot open threes, we're scary because everybody on the floor can shoot.
Well, and as you said earlier, we were hitting, 15 or more three-pointers as a team here tonight. And looking at the individual stats, Hickman County had two 20-point scorers, almost a third. Carly Everett finished with 16 points on the night with 4 three-pointers made. Haley Gordon finished with 6 with 2 threes made. Tinley Davis had the 1 free throw for her points here tonight. Rachel Puckett had 4. Ava Floyd had 24, as well as reaching 1,000 points. Yes, sir. You know, going back to Ravenwood, she needed exactly 1 more bucket for 40. She got the exact bucket. So Ava, very precise, clearly. And Bailey Kramer had 8 points. Zoe Chilton had 20. And Zoe Chilton, she lit it up from beyond the arc tonight. She had 5 three-pointers, and Kramer also had 2.
So, you know, when you look at that and all 5 of your starters hit threes, that's hard to guard. That's hard to guard.
And it looked like there were times where Creekwood was trying to attack the perimeter. They were trying to keep the girls from shooting threes, but there were just so many great passes by Hickman County, some great team basketball being played to create those opportunities.
Well, and also when you do that, you have to take into consideration that you're creating a driving lane for Ava Floyd, and she's one of the best finishers, you know, that I've seen as far as being able to take contact and score.
We've got 2.5 minutes to go from tip-off in the boys' game, so congratulations to the Hickman County Lady Dogs for improving to 7-1 on the season. They'll be playing next tomorrow night right here inside J.E. Cisco against Page. A very tough contest awaits them. As for Creekwood, they fall to 6-2 on the season, and they'll be playing tomorrow. For all of you listening that are on the East Hickman side, they're coming your way. Inside East Hickman High School, it'll be Creekwood versus the Eagles, so an exciting matchup awaits right there. But now, Ron, it's time we move on to the boys' game. Hickman County, no secret, coming off of a brutal loss on Friday against Ravenwood.
Well, it was one of those games that it seemed like Ravenwood knew what they were doing before we knew what we were doing. Couldn't get into a flow on offense, and you know you have to credit Ravenwood's defense on that right there, because very rarely do we see us look so flummoxed on the offensive end.
Well, and Ron, to your point, that's usually our specialty, right? We are a very good defensive team, but offensively, Hickman County is known for being a team that can rack up the points, that can light up the scoring column, but just simply weren't getting it done. They lost 32-54. I can't remember the last time I've seen this Hickman County team put up 32 points or fewer. But now maybe it was
probably last year when we played Knoxville-Bearden.
That's also possible.
But I think Bearden is probably about 3 times as good as Ravenwood was.
So, of course, those kind of games you can live with and learn from. Ravenwood was a team that we beat last year. So they were coming out this year with a vengeance, trying to get that win back. And I think you made that point on Friday. They were here trying to make things right. They felt like they could have played a lot better the year before, and, well, they did this time around. But Hickman County, losses like that earlier in the year can be fantastic learning opportunities. We talked about how they probably won't want to think about this game anymore, but they'll need to. They'll need to learn from it, and we'll see if they can apply anything that they've learned tonight against the Creekwood team, who's entering in at 1-5 this year. So it's been a rough season for Creekwood, but as we know, you can't count any team out on any given day.
But what you have to remember is this team went to the state tournament last year in 3A. So they have the good, solid fundamentals. Now, they lost 2 or 3 key players from that team last year, and so they're kind of having to find their way, find their feet as they go into this year.
Right now we're looking here at the Creekwood starting lineup. So now the starting lineup for your Hickman County Bulldogs. Walking out first, number 0, Brody Worley, the senior. Then he is 6'3", coming in second. Number 2, Braden Brown, a 5'10", junior. And number 3, a 6'2", senior, Tim Puckett. And following him, as always, number 4, 6'4", senior, Will McDonald. And the post player, the big man, the center, number 25, standing in at 6'6", Tyler McKinnon. As somebody who came off the bench against Ravenwood Run and actually played pretty decent, all things considered, was Dylan Qualls. He was the leading scorer with 9 points, which isn't stellar by any means, but he certainly seemed to gel back in pretty smoothly.
Well, Dylan was able to get some points inside off the boards, and he probably benefited from not being on the scouting report also, because it seemed like everybody, it seemed like they just knew what we were doing. You know, they were well prepared. It was a tough game all the way around.
And Tyler McKinnon wins the tip, and we're underway from Hickman County High School. McDonald pump fakes a 3, wants to drive all the way, goes off the glass, no good, and an offensive foul will be called against McDonald.
So I like Will's aggression. He's got to, as he puts that ball on the floor, though, he's got to realize when that post player slides over and is just waiting, he's got to pull up and shoot the jump shot.
Up the floor now, it's Carson Bryant, the junior ball handler for this Red Hawk team. The Red Hawks are coached tonight by Charles Taylor. Beyond the arc, inside the paint, off the glass, over McKinnon, it's good. So Shepard Brown there, striking first. Hand to Puckett. He dribbles right to Brown, right wing. He wants to go inside. Nice spin move. Long 2, and that's a smooth silk shot from Braden Brown to put the Dogs on the board.
Nice move by Braden Brown. Bulldogs are going to have to pick up their interior defense a little bit. That was too easy, the last shot they got. They just set a little cross screen right there, and we're not in help side defense as Brody Worley picks up a foul on the same play that they just scored on.
Look at it kicked off the hands there of Hodge. That was an aggressive bounce pass, by the way. That had a lot of force behind it. Inbound in the corner, almost lost a handle of it, did Brown. Looking for somebody, great defense now. Now in the interior, McKinnon guarding. They kick it out beyond the arc, it's Bryant. Bryant gives to Springer. Now back inside, driving. Corner 3, he knocks it down. It's number 21 right there for Creekwood. Worley at the right wing. Braden dribbles in, now goes back out. Creekwood with an early 5-2 lead over the Dogs. Floats it to McKinnon. High post, looking. Floats it to Beebe. Nice hops. McDonald, open 3. No good. Looked to be on target for a moment or two, but doesn't get it to fall.
Had the backdoor layup, but Tyler was late on that pass.
Give another 3-point attempted by Brown. This one off. A scrap for the ball, and Creekwood stays with it. Now back in the corner, it's Bryant. Give to Springer. Looking for somebody as Hodge goes right to Bryant.
3 seconds. Number 21 was just standing right there at the volleyball line in the paint. He was actually there for about 7 or 8 seconds.
Being a little bit generous are the officials here tonight. BB up the floor, Dogs behind by 3, 2-5 early, 5:35 to play in the first quarter. Again, we'd like to thank our student-led team, John Michael Lewis, our producer, and our camera woman, Audrey Davidson. They've done a great job tonight. We're thankful to have him on staff here. Give to BB Wright. Floats it inside to McKinnon. Oh, he lost the handle of it out of bounds. It'll be Creekwood ball off of his own leg. So Creekwood coming out playing with a fire early on in this game.
They're going to, they play hard. We're not going to play against very many teams that don't play hard. And right now they're executing better than we are.
Driving in, kicks it. Another three-point attempted by Brown. This one falls. Plus
They're isolating Tyler. The guy that Tyler is guarding, they're getting a switch and then moving him outside where Tyler's not as comfortable shooting or guarding.
Gets out to Worley, now to McDonald. McDonald dribbles in, spins through, looking for help to McKinnon. Now Tim from three. No good. McDonald, tough board, and he's fouled.
Tim's shot just rattled out right there. McDonald got a tough rebound on the backside right there. That was a pretty good offense right there. The Dogs moved it around. Got Tim, who's shooting 55% from three-point range.
Pretty good.
That's a shot. That's a shot you want.
So McDonald at the line after the foul. Misses the first. And on Friday run against the Raptors, a lot of Hickman County's points came at the free throw line. Now, there weren't a lot of points really as a whole, but when they did, they were knocking these down. McDonald makes the second.
Didn't think that one was going. Hit the front of the rim and rolled over. We'll take it.
A fortunate roll there. One we would have appreciated on Tim's three, but it happens. That pass sails high. Nice job there by Brody Worley to let that roll out and to box out any Creekwood player that was trying to go after it.
So the Dogs went with a little run and jump right there. Will McDonald left his man, trapped him as he crossed half court and got that pass to sail into the stands.
So Brown met by Springer, dribbles left. Looking for help, finds McKinnon out at the left wing. Now Worley up top, pump fakes, dribbles in, out to Brown. Brown dribbles in, pulls up, takes the two, and splashes it. So already a couple of early buckets here for BB.
Good to see Braden start off. He struggled against Ravenwood the other night. I don't think he scored.
Oh no, that is just an exception. It's an outlier, not the norm for Braden Brown. Pull from three, no good. Rebounded by McKinnon, who gives off to McDonald. Will drive.
Stopping Will.
He's got a lane, steps through. The shot well off. Worley tried to get some hands on it, but it'll be Creekwood knocking it out. We'll stay with the Dogs.
That's really where I'd like to see that extra pass made. It was Will stepped in. He had two guys step up on him. He had a couple of guys open that he could have thrown to. Got to move.
Worley fade away. He knocks it down, and that was a move we've seen a lot from Worley last week.
Brody likes that shot. It's kind of the old Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway.
Creekwood trying to answer back, driving, nowhere to go with it. Bounce pass inside. Puckett, arms straight up, but still a nice shot there by Evans, who just entered the game for the Hawks. 10-7.
Bulldogs got out of rotation right there. Tyler was supposed to have him. He stepped up, and then Tim was late on the rotation.
Pass over to Worley, left wing. Dribbles right, might go all the way. Spin, another fadeaway, this time blocked by Creekwood.
Yeah, that was a shot you don't need to take.
It's the Hawks now. Giving over at the wing. Bounce pass inside. Quick pass out for three. No good. McKinnon got a hand on it, but it still finds Creekwood possession. The corner at Springer. Bounce pass inside again. It's Evans on McKinnon. Floats it over his head. Rattles out. Almost a tough board there by Springer. But it's Brown that comes up with it. Down the right side. He is flying down the floor. Floater and falls.
Oh, no.
An offensive foul.
That's horrible.
An offensive foul called against Braden Brown.
That's a horrible call because Braden Brown was floating to the left. As he jumped, the guy slid up under him and was never established. That's a bad call.
So take away the points from Hickman County on the beautiful floater by Brown. And a very quick call
and then
on
he calls
BB.
a touch foul.
Did Braden Brown do something before this game? I'm not sure what he's done to deserve those.
I don't know. Both of those fouls were weak.
So 2 quick fouls in succession for Braden Brown, 1 offensively, 1 defensively. Carter Goodwin in the game now for the Dogs. Inside, Evans on McKinnon, goes up, misses, tipped, and a foul is called against Creekwood.
Bulldogs kind of got bailed out right there, missed the layup. We didn't really box out. We just turned and jumped for it, and fortunately they jumped through us.
It's going to be dog ball. They're going to let it fly to McDonald. Wide open, open lane, and he jams it. We've been waiting for one of those this season, Ron.
Well,
it's always exciting.
I'm glad to have 2 points right now.
And that shot misses. Rebounded by Creekwood. Kicks it out. Top of the key. Driving in again is Evans. Lost handle of it. Steps through. Blocked by McKinnon. McDonald to Goodwin. And now they can reset. Passing. Puckett. Open 3. Yes, sir! He finds it.
Great job by Goodwin right there. As soon as he got the pass up, he spotted Tim running down wide open on the other side of the floor. Skip pass.
Corner 3, no good, but rebounded by the Hawks. Up top now, dribbling inside, met by Goodwin, who knocked it loose. He's got the takeaway. Goodwin on the drive. He takes it all the way. He's got the layup. Dogs on fire.
Referee should have called. Number 14 stepped across the line when he was trying to throw it in and then brought it back.
Hickman County now up 14-10 after trailing. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Back out up top. To Nolan now. Gives off. Oh, almost lost it.
Will almost had a deflection there.
Very close there. Some Bulldog fans wanting that half-court violation, but no call.
Yeah, we tipped it, so.
Bounce pass. Looking for somebody into the paint. Goodwin playing tough defense. Has the space to go to the goal.
Coach Dawson is not happy with our defense right now.
And all I heard from Dawson right there was quit making excuses.
Well, when the ball's on one side of the floor, you have to be on help side. And right there, Brody was caught trailing his man when he should have already been in help side and didn't have, he'd have been fronting that cut instead of trailing it.
First free throw good. And into the game now is number 1, Dylan Claus.
That was a good box out by Will McDonald right there to get that rebound.
That second free throw doesn't fall. McDonald stepping through, looking for somebody to help.
There you go.
Gets
Pull it out, set it up, had 2 guys. Let's see Tyler go to work right here.
Spin
Little fade
move.
away. Didn't like that.
Nice board by McDonald. Put back no good, but he's fouled and will shoot 2. With 9.3 to go in the first quarter of play.
I like to see Tyler use his size right there. He has a size advantage right there. Got the ball on the block, made a nice little hesitation move, and then went to a fadeaway.
McKinnon is so skilled with his feet, using his body. McDonald's first free throw rattles out, no good, while Creekwood makes some substitutions.
We'll got to start looking at the back of the rim. He's hitting the front of the rim every time.
Still a 1-possession game. Dogs lead by 3, 14-11.
Missed it.
And he's got that one. Hickman County pressing. To end the quarter, Goodwin.
Here comes that trap again.
McDonald trapping.
Almost got it.
In the corner, driving in. And some great defense there by Hickman County. No end of quarter points for the Hawks at the end of 1. Hickman 15, Creekwood 11. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back. We're about to start the second quarter. And Ron, I'm a believer, dunks lead to momentum. We saw Will McDonald slam one earlier in the quarter. Then Hickman County went on a run, which now they find themselves leading 15-11 after trailing for some time.
Somehow dunk always gives you a little bit more energy. You know, you start playing defense a little bit harder. You start rebounding a little bit harder, and that's what happened with the Bulldogs right there. They started playing with a little more energy, and then they started doing good things when they played. You know, we talked about the girls playing with energy the whole game. That's what we need to do.
It's going to be Creekwood starting off with possession in the second quarter. Goodwin guarding close up top. Now Kylan Seal, who's in the game now for McKinnon. Dribbling, looking for help up top now. Goodwin meets him, playing close defense. Knocks it loose, giving him all kinds of fits, looking for somebody to dish it to, and he finally does. Carter Goodwin, what an acquisition he's been for these Bulldogs.
Well, he's done a great job stepping in. Braden Brown picks up 2 quick fouls. There's no slack off when he comes in.
Creekwood now still in the possession, a long possession they've had so far due to that dog defense. Now back to the wing, Goodwin meets him. Back up top, head fake drive all the way in. That's a tough two there, an impressive shot that falls in for the Red Hawks.
21's playing a good game. I think he's got 8 points.
Give out Puckett, pulls from 3, he knocks it down. We saw him miss that 1-3 earlier, but since then, he's been on point. Down the floor, Hickman County still trying to trap. Bryant steps up, looking for somebody, gives up top. That's Groves in the game. Back to Bryant. Now Bryant goes left. Hands off to Hodge. A lot of movement here, and McDonald jumps in front of the pass and knocks it out of bounds.
Will got fortunate right there. He got face cut. His guy actually had an angle to the rim. Pass delivered a little bit earlier. That might have been a layup, but apparently I thought we knocked it out of bounds. We'll take it.
I did too. No complaints here.
Great job, Will. You knew exactly what you were doing there, buddy.
I think he'd tell you the same thing. Goodwin gives right to Puckett. Back up top to Seal. Seal bounce past the Qualls. Goes up. Oh, almost an and one.
So that was a set play to get Dylan that ball on the low block right there. Rewarded with 2 free throws.
We mentioned earlier how valuable Qualls was in his return on Friday, even though they lost. Certainly good to have him back. First free throw, no good. Kicks off the back of the rim. More subs here for Creekwood. This one also no good. Seal.
Lane violation right there. Number 21 stepped in early, I think, so we're going to get another chance at, or no, maybe, yeah. They started walking this way. I thought maybe it was us, but yeah, 21 went in early right there, tried to block out Seal.
We love a good mulligan. And Qualls takes some pay for it.
Third time's charm.
Qualls right back into the press. Now Creekwood driving. Goodwin playing tight D right there in the corner. Seal greets him. Nowhere to go. He picked up his dribble, and Goodwin jumps into the passing lane. Now getting
stay out of that. Stay out of that.
Looking for help, and a timeout called by Coach Dawson, so they'll retain possession.
Yeah, that's something you don't want your point guard to do right there. He made a great defensive play, but found himself in trouble going up the sideline, picked it up right on the other side. Coach Dawson takes the 30-second timeout. Can't tell you how impressed I have been with Carter. BB picks up 2 quick fouls on one definite bad call and another touch foul, and you kind of get concerned because he started off the game well, hitting 2 shots, and then Carter comes in, and if anything, we may be playing a little better right now with his defense and his execution.
Well, in the girls' game, you mentioned how players on both sides, although they were underclassed and they played wise beyond their years, Carter Goodwin so beneficial to this team, and he's only a sophomore.
Yep.
So he's only going to get better as he continues to play and learn this Bulldog system.
And the thing I like about him is he's got such a high basketball IQ. He understands the game. He understands situations.
Out of the timeout, it's Bulldog ball. Goodwin, right on cue with the ball in his hands.
Setting up the back door.
Goes left, back to Qualls up top.
They guarded
Qualls
it well.
Wants to drive. Nice kick to Seal. Off the glass. Easy 2 and 1. Count it.
And Dylan Qualls in that position right there is absolutely dangerous. Catching the ball at the 15-foot line, going to the rim hard, and then dishing it off to Colin Seal for an and 1. That was good basketball.
And a great job there by Seal to hang with it. He kind of mishandled the pass at first, but he stayed with it, got the 2, and now completes the three-point play.
Well, that was a bullet pass from about 4 feet.
I'm not sure if Qualls knows how to do it any other way.
I'll pick up that foul, Will. There you go.
Will playing tough on Bryant up top. Tries to go left, and Qualls picks him up. Looks to the corner, and a great defensive possession there. Great pickup there by Qualls.
And that's that defensive intensity that we're talking about. When we play with defensive intensity, we play so much better. So much better. The execution gets better. Your offense gets better. When we play slow and with other teams, then that's a different story.
Qualls now he wants to drive again. Steps through. Floater. It's good.
Nice little Euro right there.
So Qualls picking up right where he left off on Friday, on the defensive end and the offensive end. Springer wants to drive, nowhere to go, gives the corner. Quick passes now from Creekwood up top. Back to Bryant, deep 3, no good. Oh, but a tough board attempted there by Springer. Him and Qualls battling for it underneath. And the possession arrow favors Hickman County. I've been really impressed, number 4 out there for Creekwood. He has been all over the place, rebounding. He's flying in to the basket.
He is a great athlete. His job right now is to stop Tim from shooting on defense.
Goodwin wants to drive, wants to kick it. On a very heads-up play there by Qualls not to dive after that ball there after being tipped by
Carter got a little bit in too deep right there. Got some hands on the ball and couldn't make a clean pass.
4 minutes and 39
got
seconds
Seal
to play,
again.
and he gives it to Seal, and that's an easy 2 for the Dogs.
Tim stepped up, set a back screen for Seal, and they were so worried about Tim curling for the 3, they switched on him, and Seal gets the layup.
As a defense, it's hard to commit to any element of the Dogs' game.
Ooh,
They can hurt you from anywhere.
Great defense again right there. I love the traps that they're running. Right there, they swung the ball to 21. I don't know his name, but he's been their scorer tonight. Kylan runs out at him hard. It gets him to take that jab step without dribbling and gets the walk.
And the 21 that we have on our roster sheet is Shepard Brown, a junior for Creekwood, but during the introduction, some numbers were mixed up, so we're sorry if we make any mistakes there. And Seal underneath stays with it. Needs to kick out to somebody.
Be strong.
And it's knocked away and taken away by Creekwood. Timeout is called by the Redhawks by Coach Taylor. With 4:02 to go in the second quarter, your score 26-13. Hickman County out front.
I think the Bulldogs are on about 11-0 run right now, if I remember right. I think we're up 15-13, and then
Well, with how this game started, it was all Creekwood, really. I mean, they were knocking down some shots. They were playing good defense, and even more so than that, our shots just weren't falling. To put it plainly, Tim Puckett had a 3 that didn't fall. On top of some others, the offensive foul on Braden Brown that could have gone either way. Hickman County faced some adversity early on in that first quarter, but they've handled it very nicely.
But the difference was early in the game, our defense was allowing the ball deep in at the rim. And then, because we gave up a couple of layups, and then we were late on rotations out, they hit a couple of 3s.
Hickman County swarming that end again. Pressing. Tim Puckett guarding his man closely. McDonald trying to trap. They get out to Springer.
Ooh, could have got another walk right there.
Goodwin playing defense up top. Bounce pass. Right to the wing. Springer looking for somebody. Hands off. High post.
Oh,
nice
great move
taken away
again.
by Goodwin. Another great defensive play.
Pull it out. Here's
Has Puckett, steps through, back to Goodwin, wide open corner three. Oh, it rims out.
Oh, hit that
McDonald
Will.
for the putback, can't get it. Seal got the board, goes back out to Tim. So a chaotic sequence there. Qualls now wants to drive, steps through, off
Missed
the
it.
glass, no good. Seal trying to go for the board to no avail.
Had 4 good looks right there, just couldn't get any of them to go.
Corner three now by Creekwood. This one too strong. Rebounded by Qualls. Here comes Dylan. One-on-one. Steps through.
Missed it again.
Layup no good.
Just go up strong, don't Euro. Just go up strong, don't Euro.
Now a quick three from Creekwood. This one also not good. A lot of contact. Easy call there by the official.
So the last couple of times, Dylan's put a Euro step on when I feel like he hadn't had to. I think if he just gone straight to the rim and finished that, he probably gets and ones right there.
Now, do you think some of that is due to him maybe trying to avoid offensive fouls, maybe not wanting to go super forceful straight line?
I don't know. I'm still a believer in going straight to the rim unless they make you change.
First free throw is knocked down.
Major Qualls, Jack Floyd stepping into the game.
Haven't seen a ton of Jack Floyd recently. Good to see him back on the floor. Of course, a freshman. And both free throws fall for the Hawks.
Jack's giving Carter Goodwin a break, but Will McDonald's going to take the ball up. There comes Jack.
Floyd, quick swing. Qualls, corner three. He knocks it down.
It's a big shot by Major.
We know Major tried several of those against Ravenwood. Couldn't get him to fall, but now, hopefully, a sign that he's trending in the right direction. Pass. Springer now pulls long two from the free throw stripe, kicks off.
Got a rebound,
It's a loose ball, but it falls into the hands of a Creekwood player. 2 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Oh, nice play. That's off his knee. Yep. Will McDonald with the pressure right there as he tried to cross him over. Will got a hand on him, and it went off of his knee out of bounds.
And we've seen that a couple of times already tonight for Will McDonald in this first half. McDonald inbounds to Floyd. Floyd, a great ball handler in his own right. You know Coach Dawson trusts him to bring up the floor with his ability. Bounce pass to McKinnon, who's back in the game. Hands off to McDonald.
There's a three-point shot for Will. It's off right.
It was a good look, though.
He's kind of floating. He's not going straight up, straight down on his shot.
Floyd playing tough defense here, not giving any room. Pump fakes the pass, looking
Again,
for
you
help.
see Will applying pressure.
Qualls playing scrappy defense. No room, hands off. They're trying to trap near the mid-court line. Give to the corner. Driving in is Dawson, stepping through, left-handed hook, and wow.
That's a tough shot by Odell right there.
What a shot. Makes your score 29-17. 90 seconds to play in the game's first half. McDonald hands to Puckett. Steps right, jumps past to Will. Will wants to drive, steps through, lays it up and in. Now, Ron, that's the thing.
I'm not sure what happened, but he covered a lot of space without a dribble.
The officials have a closer view than we do, so we'll assume they made the correct call there.
Maybe it may have got knocked out of his hand or something. I couldn't see, but he picked the ball up at the right block, and then he was all of a sudden over on the left block scoring.
He does have long strides.
That's really long. That's Wemby-like right there.
Creekwood driving, floater, no good. McKinnon with the rebound. Out to Qualls, under a minute to play in the second quarter. Qualls drives, jump stop. Nice pass to Worley, looking to go up.
He's going to
He
draw
does.
the foul.
Draws the foul. He will shoot two. No and one, though. But a good look. It's 2 fouls now on number 2 for Creekwood.
Is that Odell? Yeah, I think it is.
This free throw goes up and in for Brody Worley. Floyd playing tight defense and a screen.
It's going to be an illegal screen right there.
Yep. Saw that one all day. Called on number 11 of Creekwood.
Number 11 kind of stepped into it and stuck with it. And instead of holding his ground, kind of moved along with them right there. I am happy to say that's the second offensive foul of this game, not the 12th, like it was at Ravenwood.
No kidding. Puckett catches it in traffic and quickly gets it to Worley. Pump fakes. Looking for
Brody,
help.
be strong.
Loses it, but it falls right to Tyler McKinnon, so good fortune favors the Dogs.
That was a set play, I'm sure. Let Brody lose the ball. Tyler pick it up and lay it in.
Just how they drew it up. In the corner, open look from three, no good.
Good rebound by Major right there.
Major.
Quick outlet, got Tim ahead.
We got 10 seconds. Floyd, nice spin, gives the Puckett off the glass, but no
Oh,
bucket.
he called a walk. He called a walk on Jack on the spin.
Looked good from here, but no dice. The pass
Ball don't lie.
sails out of bounds. Bulldog ball.
Now the only justice right here is if Tim hits a three and we gain a point out of it.
35-17. Dogs lead 6.5 to go in the first half. Worley to Floyd.
6-5. There's a play up. They read
Looking
it.
for Puckett. Take
They
it
knew the
away.
play was coming.
Half-court shot, high
bit
off
long.
the glass, no good. And that brings us to the end of our first half. Your score, Hickman County 35, Creekwood 17. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs, Gavin Gordon. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX. It's halftime here at the boys' game between the Hickman County Bulldogs and the Creekwood Redhawks. As always, we are joined by the head coach of the Hickman County Lady Dogs, Coach Gavin Gordon, after a tremendous victory. Ron, I'll let you take this one away.
Coach, that was probably one of the best efforts that I've seen on the Hickman County floor for the girls in a long time. And, of course, at the end of the day, everybody's going to talk about the 15 threes that y'all hit. But what impressed me a little bit more, actually way more actually, was the defensive effort that every girl put out on the floor. And I felt like the defensive effort led to your offensive output. Talk about that for just a little bit.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was telling them. I was like, our defense is going to drive our offense tonight. That's what it's going to do. We were sliding our feet, communicating. We were limiting them to one shot. And, you know, they got some good size, and I think we did a great job on the boards tonight. Zoe Chilton being one of them was just crushing rebounds. And we had guards going in there, flying in there again tonight. It was just a fun night defensively. I told them and stressed defense from the beginning of the year that that's what we're going to be known for, and I think tonight they just proved that.
And one of the things I also noticed, you talked about rebounding. Early in the game, Carly Everett had like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds that led to 5, 6, 7 points. And it wasn't just Carly. Tinley Davis got some rebounds. Some other girls that, you know, Rachel Puckett tipped a couple of them. Just keeping the ball alive, keeping the ball moving. And I'd be interested, I don't know this, but it'd be interesting to see how many second chance points y'all had tonight, because I feel like it was a pretty good number.
I agree. I'll be interested to see the stat book tomorrow when we get it and look at the game. But that's what we preach is hustle plays and second chance points. It just makes all the difference, and we're going to try to limit the other team's opportunities of that. But we're greedy. We want more too. So it was a great offensive effort tonight, great defensive effort. Just overall, I think our most complete game.
Now, Coach, of course, we saw a lot of great performances here tonight, a lot of milestones. We celebrated Zoe Chilton's 500 rebounds, which is awesome. We saw Ava Floyd hit her 1,000th point here tonight, another awesome milestone, but none of those happen without having a good team around them. But, of course, I want to talk about one player in particular right now, and that's Zoe Chilton. We saw her knock down countless threes here tonight. She looked a little bit like the Zoe Chilton we saw in the second half of last season, who really stepped up as a shooter. The start of this season, she hasn't been taking as many of those shots. Has there been a change in her play style that you've kind of orchestrated, or what's that looking like?
I think we just came to an agreement today. She came down to my office she was passing through to go to the locker room, and we talked about her shooting more, and she promised me she would shoot more. And look what happened tonight, right? 5 threes. We just have a lot of weapons on the court, man. It's fun to watch, and we moved the ball, and a lot of those shots came from a one more, an extra pass. Just great team ball game, man. I don't think, along with those milestones, the 1,000, the 500 rebounds, all that stuff, I think this is the first time that we've beat Creekwood in a long time. I'd be interested to go check it out, but it was in a dominating fashion, and I love it.
Well, you guys are absolutely on a roll. Of course, rolling off the the overtime victory against Ravenwood on Friday, now beating a tough opponent in Creekwood. And you got another tough test tomorrow night in Page. What's the morale looking like in the locker room heading into tomorrow night's game?
We're excited for it. We want a challenge. Motivation is high, energy is high. That's not something I got to coach with this team, so that's what I told them after this game. Celebrate tonight, but it's back to work tomorrow doing the same thing, ready to go.
And we're looking forward to watching you guys tomorrow night, Coach. Once again, congratulations on the victory and all those girls who've been working so hard to make the season what it's been so far. But we're going to step away for a few moments, and we'll be back in just over 5 minutes' time for the second half of the boys' game. Don't go anywhere. So, Ron, we are just under 2 minutes from resuming action here from J.E. Cisco. And looking over the stat sheet here, Brody Worley had 4 points. Braden Brown had 4. Tim had 6. Will McDonald had 7. Carter Goodwin had 2. Major Qualls had 3. McKinnon had 2. Kylan Seal had 5. And Dylan Qualls had 3. So we saw Hickman County start off really slow. All Creekwood really, now it didn't last too long. What did Hickman County do to really turn this game around and give them a 35-17 lead?
Defensive intensity. They turned up the defense. They started playing harder on defense, and that led to better offense.
Now, do you think it's safe to say that oftentimes having that good defense will usually result in offensive scoring on the other end?
You know, you can't say it always does, but when you play harder on defense, somehow everything else just kind of works out. You play better, you move the ball better, you rebound better, and, you know, the defense plays such a role in everything else.
Well, I'm thinking about some of what we saw in the first half. Hickman County could really have more points than they do right now. There were a few times that they had second, third chance opportunities at points they just couldn't capitalize, and then Creekwood would eventually get the ball back. And more often than not, we see second chances, third chances usually result in points, but a few times it's gone the way of Creekwood here tonight.
Yeah, and any time you play a Creekwood team, you know they're going to be well coached. The first 4 minutes of the game, I felt like Creekwood out-hustled us. The last 12 minutes, I felt like we got them.
And both teams making their way out to the floor right now to resume the contest. And here we go. We're underway with the third quarter from Hickman County High School. Bryant passes, taken away by McKinnon. Tyler gives to Brown. Brown driving stop, pulls up from 3, kicks off the rim. And Tim has the ball fall right into his lap. Brown tries again, second chance opportunity won't go, so goes right back to what we talked about a few moments ago. Those second opportunities not resulting in points. But it is nice to see BB back on the floor.
You'll take as many second chance opportunities as you can, though. Will and Tyler almost knocked the ball loose right there.
Creekwood now top of the key. McKinnon there to meet him at the arc. Now a quick catch release 3, it's good. That was number 21. He already had 2 3-pointers in the first half. Now already starting the second half off more the same.
We have to run him off the line. We can't let him just feel comfortable with that shot. We have to run him off the line.
McDonald, the floater, floats it in. Pinpoint precision for Will Mack. Now a 3 in front of Tyler McKinnon, off the mark to the right. That's McDonald that's got it. Will's driving. Bounce pass to Tyler inside. Goes up, he got it.
I like to see us attacking the rim. Will got inside for a floater. Tyler for the little turnaround jumper right there. We need more of that.
Now Creekwood looking to answer back. Ball up top. Man in motion underneath the basket. That's who they'll go to. Now handoff at the left wing. Hickman County guarding that interior very well. Dribbling left. Now steps back. Kick out. 3-point attempt finally. This one too strong. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bounce pass out. They're going to try to reset. Now a quick 3, short.
Oh, Tyler.
And that putback is no good. They get another chance, and this one goes in.
Tyler's got to pull one of those. He got stuck on the outside and didn't work to get back in.
A Tim Puckett goes left, gives to Worley. Oh, kind of a hook pass there, a little bit careless there, Ron.
Yeah, being just a little bit lazy with those passes right there. Kind of throwing it over the top instead of a good step-through bounce pass, making it sharp.
With McDonald near the logo, wants to drive, spins through.
That's where we need to pass. Okay, he got bailed out with the foul right there, but, you know, Will made a nice penetration in there, draws 3 defenders, so somebody's open. That's where you make that pass because those are the shots that you hit.
Hickman County to throw it in. Goes out. 3, no good. Rebounded by Creekwood. Dribbling left, a nice pick up there by Qualls. The screen doesn't affect him. Now he wants to drive. Dishes out. Little mid-range 2, no good. Easy board there for McKinnon. Oh, forced it there to Brown. Behind the back pass, and McDonald stays with it. That was a beautiful recovery. Corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Creekwood. So Brown, what a job to keep it alive. That was.
I don't like it. We start playing like that right there, and we're going to let them back in the game.
As someone who's not a coach or much of a basketball aficionado, looks pretty to me. Creekwood pass inside. Nice job there by Qualls to get a hand on it, and Tyler McKinnon just denies it. Now it's Brown down the floor. Easy layup for BB.
Nice defense by Tyler. Dylan Qualls made a great pass ahead to Braden, which led him for the easy layup.
And Brown can be sort of hard to lead sometimes how fast he is down the floor. Great pass there. Creekwood drives at the free throw line, kicks it back out beyond the arc. Now wants to drive through traffic to the corner from 3. It's good.
We might want to guard him at some point tonight. That's 4 that he's hit.
He is certainly their leading scorer thus far here tonight. Now Will McDonald slowing it down a little bit.
No count going, so he's safe.
Goes over to Qualls. Now quickly to McKinnon, high post. Goes out to Qualls at the wing. Qualls drives. Spins through traffic. Stops. Off the glass. No good. But he's fouled. I believe that'll be on the floor.
No, he'll probably get 2.
It'll be close.
He's giving him 2 shots because when he spun, he jumped up, and when he jumped, it's when you heard the foul.
Couldn't tell if that was before or after the spin move. So it was after, so it'll be Qualls shooting a pair. And he's got his first free throw. Now we've got some substitutions here. 3:22 to play in the third quarter. Dogs lead 42-25. Qualls looking to make it just a 1 more point difference, and he does. Creeper on the attack. Qualls meeting him quickly. Forrest going to pick up his dribble. McDonald was there to help the trap. They are able to get it out, though, for some separation. Again, Brown and McDonald now trapping near the sideline. A bullet pass near the right side of the paint. Looking to reset. Creekwood, top of the key. 3-pointer on the way. It's no good off left. Rebounded by Tim Puckett, looking for help and dribbles out himself. Pass, into traffic. Heads up. That ball went screaming into the stands. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Not a lot of room to put that pass, but Brown throws it into McDonald.
That's one that he's just got to dribble up.
Will McDonald drives, doesn't get it to fall off, hits off the rim.
So our offense is not quite as smooth right now, and I feel like we're taking shots over 2 people.
A lot of contested shots here, and Qualls, nice defense there. Oh, and a foul is called on Qualls, trying to kind of bump him near that midcourt line.
Got a little excessive with the bump.
We saw mid-guard, he hit the clap after he forced the ball out of possession for a few moments there. Might have gotten a little too fired up there on defense.
He got away with the first one, but then the second one.
Into the paint quickly, has some positioning, and he's got the 2-point layup. Brown down the right side of the floor. Qualls pump fakes. Now he wants to drive. Steps through, floater. It's good.
Good strong move.
Creekwood
I'd
now
still
in a
like to
hurry.
see that Euro disappear sometimes, though, and just go straight to the rim.
Fires a bullet to the left wing from 3. No good. Oh, my goodness. Quick reflexes there for the Qualls. Ball almost got him in the face.
That could have hurt a nose.
Tim Puckett from 3. No good. Rims out. Picked up by the Hawks. We saw Tim in the first half knock down a couple of threes. Hickman County usually plays their best basketball when those start falling. A three-point attempt, number 21 again, and he is on fire. Certainly their scorer for the evening.
That was from about 30 feet.
Very impressive shot. Creekwood brings in 15 points.
Somebody needs
Brown
to get open.
looking, finds McDonald. Will kicks to Brown. Brown drives baseline, back to McDonald from the wing. He buries it.
Good drive by Braden. Drew 2 defenders baseline. Instead of forcing that shot over, he kicked it back to Will for the wide open 3.
Under a minute to play now in the third quarter. Hickman 48, Creekwood 30. Ball up top, Brown. Almost a turnover there. The free throw stripe, dribbling inside, guarded by McKinnon, and they get Tyler on the foul.
McKinnon had his hand on his hip the whole way down.
Certainly trying to stay with him, avoid any sort of moves right there underneath. And only Tyler's first foul tonight.
That's always a good sign.
And McKinnon subbing out. So we're going to see Kylan Seal inside. That's a tough shot over the recently entered Seal.
It's a nice little jump hook right there.
So a
Use his
2-point
body.
bucket. Now it's Qualls up top, under 30 seconds to play in the third. A third quarter that is flown by. It's McDonald now. Now the timer begins. Starts dribbling. Got 10 seconds now in the third. Dogs trying to run all the clock down. McDonald drives, gives, Puckett in the corner. No good. Seal with the rebound. Put back off the glass. Nothing there. Rebounded and picked up by Creekwood, and that's how our third quarter will end. Your score, Hickman 48, Creekwood 32. Our last commercial break before we find out a winner in this matchup. We'll be back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
We welcome you back to WNKX for the fourth quarter. Hickman County with a pretty stable lead right now, but looking to put the nail in the coffin here, leaving no doubt to go home with the win. Nice pass.
Nice
McDonald
play.
lays it up and in.
That was a nice little set play out of the half court set, bringing Dylan up and then Will for a backdoor cut.
Dylan, a great passer. McDonald, good finisher. Giving right. Back up top. Well guarded by Brown underneath on that back cut. Short bounce pass there. Seal still hanging with him. No room here. There's a lot of steps right there. And a corner three, way too strong. Picked up by Qualls, who looked to just wanted to let one rip down there, but now starts dribbling all the way, and a foul. Of how physical Qualls plays. We know he's he can be prone to getting in some foul trouble of his own, but he can also be someone that generates fouls as well.
When he's driving hard in a straight line to the rim, he's hard to guard.
Hand off to Qualls. He's driving, steps through, floater. That's another bucket for Qualls.
Like that right there. That was another set play out of an inbounds, just Dylan throwing it in, Kylan coming straight for a handoff and getting to the front of the rim.
So Creekwood now, ball at the right wing. Up top, drives it on Seal. Brown tries to poke a hand in there to help. Missed shot. Oh, and Qualls caught elevated, and he swats straight down, and wonder who that foul's going to be
every
on.
time.
Yeah.
That's going to be a foul every time.
I don't believe we could really argue that. So that'll send Creekwood to the line. That's Qualls' third foul of the night, but with 6:47 to play in the game, probably not too much concern there. First free throw is no good. The second one's on the way. This one hits high off the back of the rim and rolls out. Qualls at the rebound. Takes the pass, now dribbles. Fires a bullet to an open McDonald. Misses the three. Picked up by Creekwood. Good pass there by Qualls, but no points. Oh, and Qualls take away. Here we go. Watch out. Qualls throws it down. We knew it was coming there.
Nice read right there.
It seems like Creekwood didn't even bother chasing after him. They knew that was set in stone.
Dylan going to pick up a little foul there, too. He kind of stepped up, knocked him over.
So that'll be 4 fouls on Qualls. We'll probably see him sub out pretty soon. We have a lot of substitutions over there on the Creekwood side. Almost a full team sub, I believe.
Creekwood's going. A couple of guys haven't played yet.
It's a bold move.
He may be looking for some. I bet he. Oh, nice,
Qualls
Dylan.
Blocks the three, but it falls into the hands of a Creekwood player.
We finally stopped 21.
It's the Dylan Qualls effect. Ball up top. Kylan Seal all over him. Forces him to give right. Oh, and McDonald almost got a hand on that pass there. Goes back right. Wants to drive into traffic. Underhanded layup, he's fouled and will shoot a pair. Not a whole lot of space to go, so a good job on his part for finding that lane.
Yeah, Kylan got caught on his hip right there, and then as he was trying to block the shot, went over his shoulder.
So this is a new entrant for Creekwood, one of the few we talked about. He knocks down the first free throw. On the sheet, it says number 34, Jack Stinson, a sophomore, but we aren't too sure how accurate that is, so please forgive us. The second free throw is no good, but a whistle blows. I believe they got a lane violation, so he'll get a mulligan.
Not quite sure on that.
So it doesn't matter. He misses that free throw, and Qualls got the rebound. Here comes Dylan. Gives the bucket. Dribbles left, hands over to BB. 5.5 to play in the final quarter. Brown from the elbow, passes on Qualls to Seal. In the paint, spins through, goes up. Can't get it to fall, loose ball. Corralled by Creekwood, passing the traffic. Brown almost with a turnover there. Bounce pass, ball up top.
Got beat on the curl
wide
right there.
open in the paint. That's an easy two.
Trailing our man around the pick right there. You got to be in help side. Can't get beat on that curl.
And Qualls bringing up the floor. A lot of contact and a foul is called. Hickman County with 3 team fouls in this fourth quarter. Creekwood now, I believe that will be their second.
Creekwood's trying to pressure Qualls out at half court, being physical, and they're doing it with bigger guys. And
Qualls drives. Oh.
That's where you go for the layup.
Yep. Got a little ahead of himself right there. Driving, baseline, Seal there. Bounce pass, I believe went off the leg of a Bulldog player. Stays with Creekwood. Corner three, no good. Qualls with fantastic positioning there. Good box out. Fires the pass deep to Brown to Puckett from three. No good. And Seal got the board over two Creekwood players. And it went out of bounds. And is that going to stay with the Dogs? I believe it is.
Looks like it's going to stay with us, yep.
Great effort there by Seal, but we know that's the name of his game, effort, hustle.
That's what he always does. He's always going to be around the ball trying to.
Qualls gets the handoff. Reverse layup, no good. Gets his own board, though. Goes to Seal. Maybe some miscommunication there.
Yeah, that pass, I don't know if it got tipped or what, but it wasn't online.
Here's a three, not online. Down to McDonald. Wants to drive through all the way off the glass. He missed it, but he's fouled. So right there, Ron, what I saw, maybe some nonchalant play as well from Hickman County on that end led to that takeaway.
Well, we have a tendency when we get up 15 or 20 points, instead of doing all the stuff that got us that 15 or 20 point lead, all of a sudden you start seeing the one-on-one action, the trying to make a pretty pass instead of making the right pass.
McDonald goes 2 for 2 right there. Bounce pass under 4 minutes to play now in the game. Hickman 56, Creekwood 35, looking for a man on the back cut. Instead that ball sails into a group of cheerleaders, and it'll be Bulldog ball. Qualls hands to Brown. Brown down the right side, goes around his man, gives Puckett in the corner, open look, no good. Brown with the rebound though, goes to Qualls, pump fake. Now wants to drive, steps through, gives to Beebe in the corner, but he's fouled before the pass can take place.
Tim said, I'm going to rebound this even though it doesn't count and put it in so I can see it go through the rim.
It's good to have those mental victories. That is the 4th team foul on Creekwood, so the next foul will send the Dogs into the bonus free throws. McDonald drives off the glass, a pretty layup.
Good take right there. Acted like he was going to take the screen, refused it, went right, laid it off the glass.
58-35 now, 3 minutes to go. Pass into traffic, Seal takes it away to McDonald. One-on-one, oh, we almost lost it. Goes off the glass, no good. Will goes back for the putback, again no good. Tipped out by Creekwood, and that'll stay with the Dogs. And we're going to see a full team substitution here for Hickman County. So some of the newer guys we're seeing Hutchison enter the game for the first time, Dane Gilbert enter the game for the first time, and Braden Armstrong.
It's always a good night when you play Creekwood and both teams get to play everybody.
And you're on the better end of it, of course.
Yeah.
Inbound out to Major Qualls. Gives to Floyd. Floyd dribbles in, gets out to Qualls, to Hutchison. Drives. Qualls, jump stop, Hutchison in the paint, and he lost it. It'll be Creekwood ball. And
that was a good pass. Taylor just wasn't quite ready for it. If he'd been able to catch that, he had a layup.
I'm sure many others here at Hickman County High School, along with myself, hoping we see a Dane Gilbert three-point attempt.
I'm going to say the odds are pretty good.
So Creekwood now subbing against some of their younger guys as well. Pass up top. Bounce pass in the paint. And a foul called against Hickman County.
Dane got a foul in. Well, no, maybe that wasn't Dane. They may have called that on Braden.
They were both sort of in the same vicinity.
It was Dane.
Yes, they get Dane Gilbert on the foul. Bounce pass in. Batted out of bounds. I believe that was Jack Floyd there that knocked it away. Bounce pass underneath, high off the glass, no good. Loose ball. Qualls got it. Down the floor to Armstrong. Armstrong lays it up and in.
Good job getting the ball down the floor quick off that rebound.
Armstrong, we know how fast he is from watching him playing football this last year. Translates pretty well over to the floor. Still tough defense being played here by the Dogs. Under 2 minutes to play now, 60-35. Hickman leads over Creekwood. Jack Floyd.
Jack should have a 5 count going, but no referee was counting.
Corner three from Creekwood, short. Dane Gilbert tips it out, and he gets the rebound. Loose ball, though, and Dane's got it. Dane goes to Hutchison. Hutchison steps into a 3-ball. Doesn't go. Armstrong boards it, put back off the front of the rim. So we're seeing some great hustle out of Braden Armstrong already.
And that's the way he plays. He's all energy. He's going to be around every ball.
Dribbling right, hands off. Tries from 3. He got it. Pretty clean looking shot right there, even with some guys near him.
And he's a good, solid player. He's a freshman. I watched him play last year quite a bit, and they had a good team.
Walsh tries from 3. Rattles out. Dane Gilbert, a hustle play, tries to knock it out, but it still results in being Red Hawk ball. Quick pass in the paint. That's going to be an easy 2 points for Creekwood. Under a minute to play, 42 seconds and counting until the Dogs walk out of here with a victory. Floyd steps through, a little floater, it doesn't fall. Nice little spin move right there. Pass inside, Hutchison there to meet him. Left side of the paint, goes up for 2, no good. Hutchison with the board. Floyd driving, finds Qualls. Qualls jumps up and goes off the backboard for 2. Qualls had a big-time 3 earlier in the game, which gave the Dogs some much-needed momentum. Under 10 seconds now from the free throw stripe at the left wing. 5 seconds. Drives in. Dane got a hand on it. Goes up and over Armstrong. Rattles out. No good. And that is how this one will end. Your final score, Hickman County 62, Creekwood 40. So, Ron, you got to think Hickman County needed this one after the disaster that was Friday night. Nothing feels better than coming back out on the floor, showing what you're all about, and getting a win in front of the hometown fans.
Well, there's nothing better than coming back and playing in your gym that you're comfortable in, and putting forth a good defensive effort and being able to win a game comfortably. So now, you know, the big part now is we have to turn around and play again tomorrow night against a pretty darn good Page team. So, you know, these guys need to go home, get their rest, and be ready to put forth a good effort tomorrow.
Now we're going to look at the tentative stat sheet here that we collected. So Hickman County, Brody Worley had 4 points early on in the game. Didn't see much of him as far as scoring goes, but still played a good part in this Bulldog win. Braden Brown had 6 points, and as you said, you know, the points don't show the entire story for how valuable Braden Brown was. He was bringing the ball up the floor, making some great passes, creating separation, getting some guys open looks, and he really needed this one tonight after the game at Ravenwood. Not a tremendous
if you remember,
performance.
he didn't play much in the first half because he picked up 2 quick fouls, and Carter Goodwin came in and did a really good job subbing in for him.
And Tim Puckett finished the night with 6 points, had a couple of threes early in the game, then a few more attempts in the second half that didn't fall, but still had some pretty good looks. Unlucky there. Will McDonald finished with around 18 points on the night, by and far the Bulldogs' leading scorer, and he was playing some really good basketball tonight as well. Some good putbacks, some good drives, good team basketball.
Some good defense. His defensive intensity was up there, and he was able to get some deflections.
Looking down, and here's a man whose name I think we circled earlier in the game, and that was Carter Goodwin. Only had 2 points on the night, but once again, I cannot say enough how much that does not show how valuable he was.
When he stepped into to the game, Braden picked up those 2 quick fouls on that bogus charge and then the bump on the sideline. And I believe we may have been behind at that point right there. I'm not sure what the score
I think
was.
we were, yes.
But, you know, there was no slack off in intensity, no drop off in execution. He made a couple of good passes, got an assist out to Tim for a 3 on a cross-court pass, and played a big role in us going on that run to have that halftime lead.
And next up on our sheet here that we're going to look at is Major Qualls. Now, Major, of course, the senior transfer. He's been a pleasure to watch play basketball. I know Coach Dawson appreciates having someone of his athleticism on the floor. He's been looking for that 3 ball this season. He only took 1 or 2 attempts, but he found that one early, and I'm sure that's going to work wonders for his confidence going forward in this season.
Major's one of those that transferring in. He's a phenomenal athlete, adds a lot to our defensive ability out on the floor, rebounds well for his size, and jumps extremely well for his size. And that 3 was big early on because we needed it.
So Major finished the night with 5 points. Now looking at Braden Armstrong, the sophomore who entered into the game late. He got himself a bucket, and we were talking about him towards the end of the ball game, but he always plays with hustle. He plays with grit, determination. He's going to make the most of his minutes, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of him in the next year or two, especially as he, grows, as he develops as a basketball player, and as he, becomes more mature and has, more chances to work and to build his and hone his craft, if you will. And so I want you to talk a little about these underclassmen of Hickman County. What do you expect to see from them as this season goes along, but into next season as well?
You just try to get them as many minutes out on the floor. The only way you get used to high school speed is by playing high school speed. And so, they're trying to get them as many JV games as they can. And in games like this, you try to get them out on the floor and to get those minutes.
And as you said, I'm sure Coach Dawson's going to appreciate every day of the week being able to put in those younger, more inexperienced guys against an opponent like Creekwood. A team that's always going to be immensely talented. A team, as you said, went to the state tournament last year. So certainly a good look for the Hickman County Bulldogs. And Tyler McKinnon finished the night with 4 points, and he's really come a long way as a scorer, I think. Usually last year we saw him go a lot of shots off the glass is how he recorded his points. But when we've seen him score this year, he's been working in that fadeaway, showing off his footwork a little bit underneath and, really excelling from mid-range and closer.
I'm not a fan of the fadeaway. I like to see Tyler attacking the front of the rim and just punishing people. When Tyler starts doing that consistently, he's probably going to get 10, 12 points a game.
And we know Tyler's had performances like that, but tonight always, just his presence being there always, puts something in the back of the mind of the opposing team's players and coaches. Something to always think about. Kylan Seal finished with 5 points, and he's always somebody that Coach Dawson can trust to come on the floor whenever Tyler needs to sub out, whenever you need maybe a bit more speed. Having Kylan Steele out there on the floor, Hickman County really doesn't lose a whole lot when Steele's on the floor. They still play exceptionally well with that man out there.
Well, Kylan brings energy. He's always going to be around the ball. He's always going to be.
He certainly does play with an energy. He's always a pleasure to watch, and we saw Dylan Qualls as well. His second game back did reach up to 4 fouls, but other than that, he looked pretty great here tonight. He was passing the ball really well, finished with 11 points, a lot of 2-point buckets. And right now, as we close out this broadcast, we're going to be joined by the head coach of the Hickman County Bulldogs, Coach Chris Dawson. And Ron, I will let you take it away to ask our first question.
So one of the things I saw in the first half, Coach, of course, Braden Brown picked up a couple of quick fouls there, one on what I called a bogus charge there, and then another little touch foul right there. And it was a pretty key moment in the game because I believe we were trailing at the time. But Carter Goodwin comes in that first half, finishes out the first half, does a really good job of bringing defensive intensity. And kind of the flow of the game kind of changed a little bit because your defensive intensity picked up there, and I thought was really a key factor. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we've got a lot of confidence in all 3 of our point guards. BB plays really hard. We know what we're going to get from him. He's been established. We've had him, but, yeah, Carter came in tonight. I thought we were just a little bit lethargic the first few minutes of the game. I didn't think we had the type of defensive pressure that we had asked for. And I didn't think we were pushing the tempo. We were just kind of walking it up the floor, playing just kind of, I don't know, just looked a little lethargic there the first few minutes. And then when we went to the bench, those guys came in. Carter's a great player, man. He's got a chance to really be good for us. And the more he gets comfortable and understands our offense, you'll probably see more of him as we go forward. Jack Floyd also, I thought Jack did a really good job tonight coming in. You talk about a guy that puts a lot of pressure on the ball. Jack does a really good job. He might be one of our best on-ball defenders right now today, and he's only going to get better at it.
One thing I always say out of Jack is it's like he's never out of defensive position, and he's always hawking the ball. Another thing that I thought just kind of in the second half, what was because it seemed like to me y'all just kind of took control right there in the second half, attacking the rim, being able to move the ball around. Speak to how Dylan kind of helped y'all tonight, because I felt like he was a big presence on the boards, on defense, finishing at the rim.
Yeah, I mean, we've been missing him, and tonight he really showed out. He had, according to the stat sheet, he had 9 rebounds. I don't even know how many points he had, about 10 or so. But yeah, he is our best on-ball defender. The last 2 years, he's been the guy we've put on the other team's top scorer, and his length bothers guys. And when he's focused and playing, he's as good a defender as there is around. And he brought us some good energy tonight. We expect more from him going forward as he continues to get it back into game shape. But he was instrumental in us kind of pushing that lead out in the second quarter. I think it was about, 17, 18 at the half. And then we did a good job of just kind of maintaining. We talked at halftime, like, let's not fall in love with the three. Let's get the inside-out threes if we're going to shoot them, but let's play inside and let's attack the basket. And I thought we did a real good job. I thought Will did a great job of attacking the basket tonight. He probably played, even though he didn't, he can shoot better than what he did tonight. Not that he shot bad, but I thought that might have been his most complete game as far as defensively, getting on the glass. He had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in the first half alone. So we had contributions from a lot of guys. I heard y'all talking about Kyle, and he brings us great energy. Tyler had a little calf strain Friday night, so we're being a little cautious with him, especially considering we got another game in here tomorrow night. And it's no big deal, man. We can go to Colin, and Colin, we know what you're going to get. Like, he's going hard all the time. He gets on the glass. I thought he got fouled a few times on those little shots around the basket tonight, but a lot of times when you get a lead, you don't get those kind of calls. So really pleased with our effort tonight. I thought, Creekwood's a young team. They're a little rebuilding. But that might have been our most solid performance. It's fine. Like, nothing flashy, not hitting a ton of threes. We just came out and played a better defensive game, I think, than what we've played the last few times out.
That was what I noticed, what was the defense. And I felt like with this guy right here, when he really focused in on the defense, the rest of his game started getting better too.
Yeah, I thought Friday night it was hard to go through. I think we all kind of got frustrated. We were struggling offensively. I thought we played great defensively for about the first 18, 20 minutes of the game. And then we allowed our offensive struggles to seep into our defensive play, and we got undisciplined. We started gambling. And tonight, that wasn't the case. Even though we weren't necessarily shooting it great, we kept the defensive intensity and effort up all night and got a good win.
Now, Coach, I have one question I need to ask, just personal curiosity. I got to talk to Dylan a little bit last week, and I was asking about how it felt to be back on the floor, to make his return to Hickman County basketball. And, of course, Dylan brings such an energy as well. He has some flashy dunks as well. And I asked him about his dunking, and I found out that there's actually a policy that you have on certain games. There aren't going to be any dunks allowed. And I asked Dylan about that. He said, if I get a breakaway one of these games, and he just smiles and nods. So, Coach, can you speak about that policy and if that was in play tonight? Because we know our guy we're about to talk to, Will McDonald, had one as well as Dylan Qualls.
Well, yeah. I think that's not a hard policy. I think last week at Fairview and a couple games prior to that, we had some guys going up with some indecision, like, do I dunk it? Do I lay it in? And I'm like, look, I want us to play better. I want to start finishing. And so if we take that thought out of the equation, then that's great. Like tonight, the dunks were good. We had one Major had one in the JV game tonight, and he asked me afterwards, he said, I'm going to get in trouble. And I kind of meant to tell the old guys, but then I thought, I'm not going to tell them, just go ahead and dunk one if you get one on the break. And they were both on the break. And they were wide open. So I even yelled at Dylan as he was going by on that one. And I said, throw that thing down. And,
Did you say the same thing on the baseline?
No, I did not. Because that's not the one that we want.
I knew that when it happened.
But he had played so well defensively and on the glass that I'll throw him a bone or a couple two on that one. So no big deal there. But just really pleased with our effort. A good bounce back from a kind of poor performance on Friday night, and we got a tough team, probably the best team we've played yet this year, coming in here tomorrow night. So we'll see where we stack up with Page tomorrow night.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Dawson. Once again, congratulations on the 62-40 win over Creekwood, and we will see you guys back in here tomorrow night as the Hickman County Bulldogs host Page. And we're also going to get to hear from a player. He tried to sneak out of here, Will, but we captured him. But now, Will, as Coach Dawson mentioned, Friday was a pretty rough performance for the Bulldogs as a whole. But you came in here tonight, you guys looked like the team we're used to seeing. You came in here with energy. You put almost 20 points up on the board by yourself. What was your mindset coming in trying to shake Friday's game?
Yeah, if the shots are not falling, just play harder, play more aggressive, and have fun.
Now, Coach Puckett, do you have something you want to ask Will?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a question, but one of the things that I did notice is when you started playing defense, everything else just kind of clicked in with the whole team. The energy got up. When y'all play hard on defense, y'all's offense goes right along with it, and that's what I saw tonight. And that's when y'all are at y'all's best.
Now, Will, I want to piggyback off that question. It seems like, I mean, you're a guy that plays with a lot of emotion and you use it to your strength. Do you feel like your shots start falling more whenever your defense is at its best, or do you feel like your defense is better when the shots start falling first?
Really, I don't even know that question, to be honest. If it's starting to fall, it just starts to fall.
Well, I guess we can sum it up by saying you go out there and you give your very best effort on both ends of the floor, trying to contribute to a victory.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Will, for your time. And once again, thank you to Coach Dawson for being with us a few moments ago. Again, congratulations to all the Hickman County Bulldogs for their victory here tonight against Creekwood. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow night inside J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium as the Hickman County Bulldogs host Page. It'll be a tough contest for both the guys and girls. Our stream will go live at 5:50 p.m. tomorrow night with tip-off at 6 for the girls' game. Once again, we thank you all for joining us here on WNKX. Another very special thank you to John Michael Lewis and Audrey Davidson for their help as the student-led crew here tonight. For Ron Puckett, I have been Josh Copley saying so